Yasa le holy blase ke voni toto jesi aton fo ya vala di minute bla to von eve ima fo de to gavanti egbe kura fo di un aton le pen ke bla fo aton le egbe do won ke ton le le considerama gama de points fo now ta flati Volta connect fo now na adogbo to fifia ana sine gato klafa lo fo maoma nko nyenya litiga bi manu jimene do ha tikle do maga Samkush afukoku ahe undo ya pe Volta connect for now akwa daregbo alebe legba to mami nkulegede ngede wonti afike mia anu nyare kava roma droma kwarabe leke ulele egba agbaja tenti akpomi le Facebook Samkush_official na akpomi le Facebook na Facebook ne type SAMKUSH_official koke mianko sege le Facebook alona kpomi le hamo katagodo le Radio Garden na ango Holy FM nana ase mianko le egba tomo imano ya ofio coefficient wenya make asitrom le wona wonti afene miakpoge le Facebook pro afisha afrika na akpomi le ko imano ya ofio coefficient wenya make asitrom le montina mi ndc to ano miado men people to ano miado mo gumple Imam Musa wa agere miado le egba pe nyama do drama bank kanchimi ngulagado GRA Education Ministry Kolebu rank among least compliant in public fund management PFM league table namila nkude say ka wodrani le 2016 hano adudon no fo vito honye jirupo do fo gazaza kle dodo mototo nwa lago gazam yo gazane nyinji kwa tomo do fe kene GRA le na nkude mia for task le fo nyanchi do fe ke kwa nyafa suku danyanchi kle Kolebu teaching hospital a omoton ya owenya mi kele mmede den le akple ya fo nyanwo onye judon no fo yo ke wo ma Ghana for gazam nyo alo mo wom de se yo kene ku Ghana for ga wonti onye do fo yo ke mo wom de ejile agoma manyu men kule gedenti akpobe nke na fi vito GRA ke le na ngrum fo task fo nyanchi vito wo fo do fo fo nye be waji Ghana juko ya bo wo mo va Ghana for gazam nyo mia agade nyamu ma aduma kpana gama de mia ji mia len kude failure to modernize road tolls delaying revenue minority amama da hala se ta kokon na namia sego mo be jirudu kele siji fe dada fu fo gbagba yo ke mejejem na wa anabe Tollbooth yo le mia si juko ya ma wo modernize o we onyan ko fu to yo ke amoma no gbovo no do ma o be amia fe gafo ngogwe yibe bito gajiji ne dwafe ngogwe ya ehem de magbe mi bia biambe minority ade wo fe no ne jirudu ya pakpa Ghana to alolo ko nya glonga bo yoko ako politics le ko mamala bo hono si jikpo wa yinki na wo me wona na ke to Tollbooth kule pe nya yoncho mi aya okata me drogele minute fu yokene le miangogwe security officials who failed to act on Galamsey should be removed Aflao South MP amekene ye South ko milana Aflao South na namia sego mo be security pakple de dinono fe dola yo ko metinti de na foreke kude tomo kukude maje jife egbono no nti onu de oda le domo no ho dolo si le kene ko fe nyayami emodroga le benega madamiaji emne lenti meden kunya Finance Ministry signals tough measures for underperforming state-owned enterprises. Therefore, you can jirudu for therefore wa vivito hayo ke uma vide kwa lo for do mo Finance Ministry alo judono pele na nkromia pe ganya wontia ona namwonya be yo aforoma fotano gba umaga khobono so avaliana umo wodogbagba ko mo vide convio yo na naga watu do po mawo ani enyenya eke blom do po eke kwa mnya pe ganya odia lele juko ya mi enwa mene ya madruga kpora be leke dodumo le ogbeda shate vana meto 05489 24878 05489 ela bagba 0555270062 ma do ma gba ta 0548924 no fu ga tomo fu kapo mono ha namba majikoi na ga yo le egba ekemi na dengmia fe ajejo mo le gbonia apoto William Jatabu ameke ho blia le gbegbe be ya bani deputy communication officer na NDC le Ketu South ale gbonye le NDC ƒe ŋkɔme mi mɔkpɔm ne NPP to Promistate kple Imam Musa be wa age ɖe mia dzi le ŋdɔ yike mia adzedze ɖoɖo gɔme. Tamadze gɔme tso Aƒetɔ William Jatabuji. Good afternoon.
Afternoon.
Like you ma.
Ma utami.
Akpe. Ewa se. Like ni doa.
Mi le ngulo.
Akpe kaka.
Ba ma le.
Akpe.
Nangma ke ho na nya nyame ke na du na nkwa. Na nka je be ho na no. Gbagba je nkpo be. Fikai wa gacho albo ha na za. Ta mi da kwa na ma be ale mia fe nchilan kple gbogbo dete.
Agba mia jagoma to topic banto GRE Education Ministry akpakple kolebo le engme kuku nwa fia be wowe o me Ghana ƒe gavuzane dodongo ba mate ko vevi won do ƒe ton ya ƒe gazaza wa fia va gede eme vevi to GRE tele vevi nanza ba 50 minutes
afima gede anyanto gbamaza o platform ma dogbana toji no la kata juaja madogbana wonto ha madogbana o production team dogbana NDC fo makata cho branch jidashina constituency the region national ba miawe le doji miawe do madogbana miape 5 zones so kata soma fugo soma bago Kliko, Aflao Vogo, Aflao Urban, for zona executive so, pro world coordinator so kata, mi apa Syria call so, wawe le doji ma untona tuchino, azama popo ma dugbe na Amerike de kero aba nyento nye, brother Vevio, Christian Jatabu, Joseph Jatabu, dugbe na nonye deka, ifila kumodogwe, ifila kumodogo jemada ya, mansan koklozito. Le toji madogbe na oklo vio Helen madogbe na nyechia ma vevi daka Gilbert Mensa Gili madogbe ni ala toji nko inse madogbe na mashama yo financial or public financial management alaba GRE plamado o ranko lower alo opodo fo yike o po ama de amajio et que me dit fien be ofe do ike wo na le du ko me le ganya me wa mo bu ya ba no fi ike wo lo me na ma nya le enyi to kra me kpo ni sa awon ku na me GRE me na nya Ghana Revenue Authority ame yo fe do da shi o nya be wa kho mia fe ajogao ale be wa de kevi me he na zaza na ngogbe do wo amamo bu hu wanya me yo pe do fo man de amaji alo ma jagbagba le public financial management for ranking amu la ba ma da bia ba nanye ba me na le mia pe ga ke via da si me ga zam new ode ka le ke mo mamle wa fi atem asrong le wo gbo e me kanaji ba so suita finance ministry led by Dr. Tufosen, Oda Nuyatoma. In fact, public financial management at Lihoho at 91. Early. Alaba yepa do da shi wo nyaba wakpogbo state owned enterprises so alo jidudu fo do fo wa wo temu wo de aganya fo dodoji ale na zan jidudu fo guy anu na be Aflao salary na be ho allowance na be ho ale gazaza ga fo dodo agbogbo nu shanu ina kure ga nkwa esekro dodo le ikenenya at 921 ya 2016 alaba it is based on this art ye miapa ganya jikpola Dr. Tufosen denu ya toma ba ya zanse ya ko a tenu malo ya ko anado fa jirudu fa do fo kata ya kpoda kpobo da amakawe gbagba jem eseji wo le ya o ma adifia koton ko ba GRE ple other collabo ple to o meten complying ple alo ma edodo ji wo mu ma anye ba de wo fin galo wo nanako ka ke anye ba le kpoda ngme na nye ba o dese be hafi na koga awo nani edela na nyunyu edela nye ngbegblon ejebe na manager nanya le Holy FM afi na we tane yebe na de gama ko nani enwa le pressing na we onye vide Holy FM ga kpo ha yale sika onye be mazonde dodo maji o na ngbegblon so nu discuss mila makuda achidodo gagbo nu makuda ngba amade zanga de maje jo kaka akuda mchiba afi na zanga ajebe na wonana ajebe na to processor amo ignore processes mo tanu ya zamu le ko rank menye ranking e o alo susu ikata ke o establish this public financial management well league enyeba wakpogbo there is a strict enforcement or adherence to the Public Financial Management Acts. Okpokpo mashama okpogbo na onwanyu to wo rank via ikamado they were found wanting wonko di mid discuss ma ga da odo wa foji wakpogbo next time yo han yo jibe yo awonana quickly jibe do the shade kenela gazazantia aje yo make sure ba yo zonde do ma oji anomba in sometimes there may be emergency cases right there but you may need to do certain things before you even go for to inform alo awonanu afi about that for the do adoji ikeba na maten way le mai mo anwi na agla sogbon so those ones there is a consideration what am I consider mamo but for you to deliberately na nyaka keko ato a secret do ha ebe nu ike eji ento ya we nu yo pon mi legba ta kole bu plan mama o meje magado peji be nu discuss mi la menye do be gabo menye de obo wo finga ga ka fi na zan jidudu fa ga aba jidudu fa do fa na afi na do achede ga gbo yi na na wo ga ajebe na zon de secret do doji ikrenye Public Financial Management Act at 921 je na zon ta nu mai o ko finance ministry ko miapo do for your rating tale rating na nu na wonku ikema glodongo anya ba ameko mi pomona ikeba wo bu wa zonde doji because no ba area miapo ganyo for circular nu shan tax evasion for so planu shanu ikena kuda ganyo for za de maje ji pla na zenua asema wo fa shiumo ka kana nya mayo nto Uma awodo dodo ya oje adafu ta do wa doji jonam wa drum vevie ba wana mi detail but why were they ranked so low? What were the things nka we get a ranking em mi nya dongo ba am yo na zanga e could for the financial management strategy afina zanga you need to go through that mi nya na ma kaka 1 2 3 4 ike wo ikene we ba they have been ranked so low and they must take heat because wawe nyam yo le miapo kevirashi wawe me yo miapo ga wawe le kevirashi tane wana le miapo kevirashi yenu shanu ikena duro kwa na cho onkle miapo kevia ama fiamba madanyu dem de tanemi now na mi fo nkura me yo rank lower ajo miapo nkura me yo rank high hang alaba la nyama mi kpoba tema oil refinery to perform incredibly o jagbagba eke o comply ma gbon dada to open compliance e ke o rate wa all in sync alo award the kakpla to for condition fifly because nye klo minya ba faro vai la mi afa jukula ho akufo ado te faro vai ya o da to the market by Yodram. A guy quote near at that time was 22 million. Bodra, a collapse. Ikabanara kama gajimo. Kaka ye jidudu ava, gidi o maintenance work o goma. Jemu that retrofit no jemu that tepo. Yemi umfuma 2025 December, you refine the first oil at all. Ta ama fiamba won to ta next after the ranking and next acting CEO Edmo come back for kwa ana mi nyaba ade fiamba you open internal arrangements yo wom yo la ba to na no afotanga yenye ma nchila do ye open ranking na mo munyana mo ye kan ye wo munyana mareko because na company ke Ghana jirudu fa do po ke michokoba o rate alo o describe it as a white elephant ko lo fama na ka omu close to ya ba you jibe you adre akpoga maybe azan ko omu bu ka come never within 1 year o te make sure ba aga po video ha top dividend to it was about this 22 million ke would you adre initially time of year something good was going on. Something good has gone on. Ikeba cha ngbogbo noji kaka this time the man is doing well. Tama koba this public financial management act here lo league here enya nu ike ada diru dopo the moji benenye be be anya ko yakpo miama asada libro no be pongo nenye be be awo yi ke mo wonda dodunwa asa igalo. So magloba these are some of the reforms ike as a government, government institutions or reforms we wogaba to boba Ghana ma anya developed countries or country hadwa mon popo alo hope adano myashiba we are going somewhere.
How sure are you be the for your rank the least compliant institution you from number 83 up to 101 yeah. Many investment like ejele fuma ke wo loko o receipt aro daddy plot to ke gablo because for instance na lankure Office of Legal Aid Commission wonya sala fuma so they should be very aware when Africa na dogo allow your expenses aro kwa to there must be checks and balance nenye tanama de bunaza afia bo miva government ma nyama government there's corruption o gazam de amo gazan le dobo ike oma evidence back by the galomang back by the komoko ro pejibe sustu eta gazam do amama anoronga.
First of all aje wamianya Public Financial Management Act yebo tadojinu.
Okay.
No kenye tadojinu. Tadojinu nyebo wa make sure ba gazaza ayi jida dodom.
Yeah.
Afina zaga jirudu for gaba jirudu for do for na ajeba na they afford afina zen yebo do that yenyama to enforce strict adherence to the act at 91 banka physical discipline na no myako do ko la transparency na no myako do ko ta fi kana do viviti fi ke transparency melo fi ma issue lenyama
and to na transparency mele gapa kwa that means where there is an issue irrespective of whether amazega ko wunyo aluma ko wunyo amarate bunaza dem for instance
yes, yeah.
Nanyebe do for ikenenye GRA ike a list complaint to for duma nanyebe uglofia be duma hi use 1 million Ghana cedis akaw publicity alo education educate jumofi kuro so to jabo na task kwa tomonti and america approve gamao ike wono se njia amanade bunaza dombu monye homa oza kakelo ko value ko etotata exam do to fere kloto de
yes naza bubu watenwa bunaza mekanaje hamba watenwa bunaza even ameyo na legban le nu ya mekra waten still waten bunaza ngata manya gblondo enwanya ba gazaza ta to gbobo mangro agbananu alo me contact as a auditor alo internal auditor afizanya ga ha amade silate agloba aga emazan menye yema mangro de gbanamu ka ke nu ike nanya de bono contention anya ba amoy ke ji na zanga twe le kporo ngma gbronya de dongo ba le Holy FM fia na hana microphone sele fia ba hafi na de company apa ga plan na de la leve video ma leve video aje wona to management bo ka ke na daga na planga ala ma va ha ba na planga na ko receipt plan changu vie v ikaba no verify o kpoga nya ba mark na plus 50 cedis 50 cedis na plivava ga ke nu fi ke na jagole nya ba ma sekpe dodo na liba fi na plus mic na ko management na meet board me take decision at the board level if me apply mic asema je na da to go mic na play home ke na court be play ga na de be play mic han le opopon chang le opopon ga ke after the day afi na apply mic ye mo ye nya gojeja. This is what we are discussing. Ma ko da ma ba marate bunaza ga ke bia nya be de microphone ke EPA to you upload open microphone a guy over you upload de o free de gamaja lo guy over play va o play de gamaja receipt legi ke fi o play de gamaja tamara tembu naza that is where the explanation comes in tanui ke blom this particular topic lenyaba a circle do a Ghana po gazazanti afina zam public fund UG legon hala nu yama University of Ghana ya lama afina zam public fund a je wona to among the cover toji kake meten to momo oji afi zeon ta fi ma gode diaval na zambu buba amaya afinga ro mafiwa atinga nonyi if you may no rate high kra sila na zambu anyi noga depending on your position
na mato amonyu toji zega na zambu bara ga different no godi because manya ye de ka ko echoku rega amade approve.
Yeah.
So there is probability but amayoka approve onya unku de wanti ahead of time. For instance, microphone for example on la amate with microphone agro no doctor receipt and maybe every 30 cities. Our segwa edrala on 50 cities where gini obako dade oko receipt about daddy aglo be 50 cities ma internal auditor maybe can we have a job path your aglo be dead microphone drala agba be be na new microphone. So as long as I may all of you, we should look beyond the expenses. As long as you are likely corrupt.
Yeah.
So
the fact so you have given room for suspicion. I'm a shame I think I suspect too. I'm the fiahamba once you amada approve ga at the board level corruption matter suspect you for corruption milo jukwa me ikaba so many funds were approved at the board level who approved gagboboro at the end amiba kwanyaba it was frauded with corruption some of the money ika who spend in some of the things ikami survive who approve at the board level ika mono in the body approval. For instance, taking ECG for instance, there was a time over parliament. Alaba no the public account committee. Uno kunklo. Misiba the budget allocation made for them, they spent over the budget. Even more than the budget. After over, but budget now you, don't include now, they still went ahead and spent more than somebody approved that. But the fact but Amada approve at the board level at any level, that does not take away the suspicion of corruption.
Okay.
Once you do the thing, the integrity, your own integrity, the integrity of the institution, you cannot manage feel a domla. Never play mic. I could doctrine the receipt in never play mic. I don't never play another or dope. So my fiamba I'm on my ton one adopt it, I'll approve you. You got me 10 on you approve another, but we don't plan but this is 50 cities. But let's approve 100 cities. So the issue is not about the approval. But madana approval or madana approval. A seller of Mabwa guide. How is the money spent? Like in a guy.
Can you learn then Yamaro for example? Can you learn then Taflache, this league table is white elephant. Like it's a judge is as I recommend Gava Lenchive, I may comply that yenye dopeka do womnu because at the long run, me agree to the fact but me take comply the 70 but me are not corrupt.
No,
at the long me take comply the 70 but I feel as the do papa guy board I don't know you approve. Let me let board I Jamie guy agree 100 CDC 150. We are still corrupt. Kakami or 100 Saji. Tanu lenenema nanye amiko le list compliant le institutions of akwaji me matentia suspect be alo manye gbogbomo the Saji they are corrupt or there is no like use the kamele league as your current maybe yeah start like nya foti abotano bo work like kwede
that must mahoro onyajiba amadate suspect be zangudu ahoho ayiji kakemgana na nyahamba the fact ba mother top mafia mother matin remember we are using the word suspicion na suspect amara so you can suspect anybody at all now maga based on where you are standing you are on a you suspect the person
okay
kakafi mi anyamba va over suspicion it is true unless you go to a court or a legal market,
so nanya wenye finance minister like in charge na Ghana program and identify where colleague institution ado on the Saudi. What are the actions you take? I make sure either amal highly compliant or less compliant, there's no corruption activities. So,
after the reporter, finance ministry, Adwa for tana me yoma
profit make more.
Yes. I'm a yoma do warm the do but they should buckle up. Other than that, you gotta funo. This thing, this nana nya don't go ba the Act 921 existence since 2016.
Yeah.
Kaka framework ke finance minister cover recently ko launch I think 2025.
Which is the league table.
It is the league table. Our gaba once na podo kiola down you be forced to also compete with the other people.
Okay.
But next time the league adogwa, table adogwa, it not top.
Okay.
So this whole league, the law is there already. Kakaba wa make sure there is a strict adherence. Amo ten pogba nui ka segbola o wadeji.
Okay.
No more wadeji wa. There should be repercussions.
Right. Agwa honorable leader tafuka honorable David, no, Dennis, incoming second vice na NDC party Ketu. First vice was like okay, first vice. I want to the incoming chairman for Haji. Good afternoon.
Is that so? Oh, okay.
Good afternoon.
Afternoon, my brother.
Okay, where's Eva?
Ela.
Okay. First topic, we rank the upper dali come complying with Sayoko Jabo as a public finance management for ATA. More compliant. Let me take your thoughts on that.
Akbe, of my journey, Sabin I go on Jibama Adobe na Amadaka Varu. Meduba na your party chairman. Emmanuel Nyachika. Madugwena, your former PC, Some Wisdom do Haliga. That's a way in the region. Regional organizer.
Yes, regional organizer.
Darudu to me, Ule for Mozozonji. Ta ma Adekukuna Myapo party, Manoloka Tanwe. We should support him because na elanku de Ketu South Municipality region army this time and some wisdom do haligampa nguyoko wala Ketu South makwiba even ajawa ado MPP party recognize ajawa azorengogbe an region miapa elder brother Palos Kwashi aina the first vice and
Le region.
Okay. And I'm a matogwia ajabo an origin ami ho menye gba that's so yata we gama kama assistant secretary go fi odujinya ye honorable Elliot Agbanowu nya MC ta ya ble Miapo chairman then some wisdom do haliga that time Miapo Palos any financial secretary. So no come here when be some wisdom do haliga ble Elliot they rally behind honorable Palos be wadu financial secretary na Mila region kaka ke miagere enwama Antonia politics na no gaba to afiado gidi so away by that time Ometang Druju. Kaka this time Monkpopo ma eleshi la be mi market in tola di Volta Region.
Honorable Tanto Haime.
Honorable Tanto Haime.
Secretary.
Secretary.
Okay,
ta
secretary.
Bofi Bright Agwada deputy. So Akpobe now Ketu South the awareness has come. Ta we need to support them. Okay. And they are capable.
Okay.
They are capable. So it's good that mia Ketu South to mia a support so that why ingo me labo NDC to
no
no ba mo ina de
our Dennis of matter miracle yellow
ma gaga the topic am
gaga what the malato you will have
ma gaga the topic agola
you will have NDC to withdraw
okay ma withdraw
our me
so dan gogbe ma dugbe na party ma to kata ma dugbe na constituency executive so we ma dugbe na elders so ma dugbe na nya supporters so aye won to ha the fia go dia ma dugbe no nu ya na dadia topic ya na dadia Public Financial Management Act, is that not it? That is Act 921. Nu ya talk bia makada jiba do quiver all the public sector workers so the public sector organizations so they should be compliant elabe nu gada ina jila fumao lead now to these corruptions and the rest. And then le novinya pongpopo ma no woglombe le nu ya talk bi ma normally we na join to run these public institutions where there is a board, and then this board yes now to the, let me say, they draw the strategic level plans for the organization. Then after that over now to this middle level strategy, and then it descends down. Tangwi na join na would draw these plans, and untonya planning involve budget, etc. Ye ovanyaba to comply more, and then which leads to a lot of maybe losses, etc. And then susukatai, because we have public organizations so at the whole year they are not profit making. Let's take it that for example this Ghana Water Company and the rest they are not profit oriented organizations, but we expect that they should break even. That's what I mean. Maybe they should be able to make profit for us. Profit are realized more, but they are even making over expenditure, etc. We must hold them to task. And makarajiba no more for day weber this act here non because nanuya talk be maliwa, there will be this misuse of public funds, etc. Ta ne lenkudengwa there is an issue concerning some road contract issue ade Minister of Road yesterday and no accuse him one of the road contractor it's like over the building for nuya delame but wako funds can akochu ahoy whilst a gamma is not meant for what building. So that is misuse of fund. A guard oba no quick wanuka wako domo kakea if they use it for what maybe construction of or building of what buildings, etc. That is a mismanagement or diversion of funds as well as what misplacement of fund. So for compliance sake, and one wasn't gather the purpose for which Ujebo wasn't gonna yeta oko this act avido. And act yama even if you divert, they can quickly check you. And then we have public accounts committee, and then normally a public accounts committee use now most of this act so that public sector maga how misuse funds how. So I will say that this is the reason why we have this Public Financial Management Act. Now, okay, Jonah. Board they approve whatever funds that is supposed to be spent. Gakia, we have technocrats. That's what I mean. We have technocrats. Technocrats, mawa, what we know nani, a draw the budget, etc. And then after that, then they will present it to what? The board for approval. But we can never yinaji because border normally they are just government appointees. They are not experts in that field. Maybe you might have a knowledge about it, Gaka, because you are not an expert. Le field mota technocrats are ojinawe because what we young. So we go on anywhere. They try to beat the board in this regard. Yet me have now this kind of public accounts committee to also check them. Let me have any public sector work now. Ye umo due diligence wa. Ye we umo comply to the act wa. I think we have to deal with them. That's what Ghana, we are moving towards somewhere now. These corruption allegations, etc. Evagbosum, elabe, gaika, yinanube, le corruption mea novinya, menya gavio. To bobe, mi boglombe, corruption starts from the days of Adam. We must try as a country to minimize it. Ese gomenami kake nke jojom we no jojom nyabe amade only egba. They always want to play fast. Ese gomenami. And for our country to grow we need to be patriotic. No but public sector organization. It means that sector, it belongs to us, all of us. Ale imia we wanyua you jaba miawo nuka miawo kakea amado feel nabe after all abain juma, so we don't care ta le New York ata po wo mea aktia enwunyu ntonye kakea nyame kpobe ne amade me comply ple aktia you avanye be maybe who play the public accounts committee etc. You over realize maybe a jago. You see, we need to deal with the people. We need to collect the money. What are the remedies? You cannot comply to this act. Kakia lemya New York amade ke me jago bo kwa maybe a jolly NDC ma, a jolly MPP ma. Ne evaluate this act ujebedi untona resign. They are not willing to. Why is it so? Gakenenya outside country adonya. Ye maybe amade le organization ade run. You probably this organization you are not making any profit, etc. Ye enyaoje dodo. The people themselves or the board itself onanka back out na. Gakia miomia to ha we no mega profit ha make more still they remain there. And I don't know the reason why all these things happen. Does it mean that our structures are not working? To Bobo we have this Public Financial Management Act. Does it mean that the structures that are supposed to be pushed to what make this act effective the act are not working? And well, currently we are out of power. Maybe they've made some corruption allegations against us, but I come in power. We have mismanaged public funds, etc. And Ghanaians bought into it. Because of that, they voted us out. Now, there is a government in power, which is the NDC government. We are expecting them that what comply with the act. Aleiko womi iko weba Ghanaian so beje ado Ghanaian so bu fomi ike enyado glo mele me kple novia wa me kareji be mi va power fia. We will hold them to tax. Emaya on talk about Blomber, we are micro minority etc. Ne pole ke miape parliamentarians who were is if they are even more vibrant than the number you can know Weber NDC even answered now. They are restless because we are really taking them on. Unbelievable.
I when is again me am in power for 8 years. Me me po leak table yo me me po do for yo come for gazam le me for time ke o complying de say angela mo comply mo. Me po gamma de juko for gazaza de no no ji me kami abadu nyaglo ha ino.
Oh. Akwa nu ina join your question man is very relevant. Makare dibe jukwa for gazaza kami. Gakia, what happened is we build on everything. What is happening is ne adunku diale mion hamnya per timer. We also have public accounts committee etc. Ese gomenami. Nenye beju kofa gazaza nwe de manye ngui ka George na miwa. Nyama kada dibe miapa government I invite some companies to this kind of public accounts committee. Gakia doko wobe maybe table amadogo. Ese gomenami. Well, so that the public will know the public sector organizations you can perform you come perform. Kakia makaraji be le mnya timer. We've also made a lot of corrections. So you come how vafia. They are also building on it. Ese gomenami. So nyai komedi be mak blowing over. Ayika wa uje gomefia. It is something that they have started publishing. And makaraji be going forward ne mia ha mia va power. We come nya wenye mia tuireji. So that Ghana will be a better place for all of us to live in.
Mia va gamma public account committee makpo do para ke o as a guy ko mo zire majamaje jo. Mia va time a do po ka tauze ganua.
And we are asat now anya ikomaglo na we nyebe. Na elem kude enwa ekpo some organizations can fail and some will perform. As I there was one problem concerning Gihok or something. Gihok distilleries. You were one of our one of our party member, Baxter Juma, etc., was involved in certain things and the rest. As I when you were with Dogyode, as I it was latter part ye no more over realized. We were in it. As I we were doing a whole lot of corrections. Gakia, we cannot joy. Dokuma Global, we weren't shielding them. We feel that they can come out of whatever that they are doing, but we never lose power because normally these state organizations they are all the time being financed, and then some they can even loan them so that to Boba who loss or make them they can come out of the loss and make what some amount of profit. So nyamatenwa glofiabe le miape gamea aike mi no power mime glofiabe some of these state organizations are making losses or making profit too. But in all, I would say that some of the state organizations have done very well, others couldn't do well, and then we hope that aike wa overpower via they should do their best. You feel that they are not performing well. The necessary thing that has to be done for them to pick up. Maybe should there be any word corruption or making losses, etc. Not image. They should be able to go into it very well so that we move forward. Because organizations, if they are making profit, they will plow back the profit. They will expand, and then if they expand, it will bring about a lot of employment, etc. Okay, if they are making losses, we cannot but they will even be laying off people. And if they lay off people, it will increase our unemployment problem. And when it increases our unemployment problem on Tonya, social vices you already are. Ghana, our unemployment rate is very high. So for us to be more efficient, we must comply with this public financial management act, so that state organizations, so the ones that are profit oriented should make profit, the ones that are supposed to break even, they should break even, so that don't go back.
Our promise, the same topic, me have institutions are like me have Gaozam le Jukoma. You might discuss similar, especially GR Park play, Dover, Kalenam Comia for Sukudanya, consider for even University of Ghana, LMAFE, Dover Boroquency, Office of the Legal Aid Platoyawa, warm there a Sergio, you can know over me of Ghana Gaza, Nana Buba, Endisipa Gamma. You go above door for your lamb accountable because now you book portable. I don't know they can call previous administration for any no more.
Yo, for Litzigabe, Masaman Copa Dogana or $2. I have my Dogana, my salmon at $2 Daka. Dogana, my salmon. My Dogana in your chama glass to not say Nadi. I mean, I'm sad, don't encourage him so much. The Bonito here, the Bonamia party, Matokata, Ghana Union Movement, Manokata, Madogana, small Jimabi. But if I touch you in a Paraclete Kingdom Chapel, I make an alue potam. Let's go 5 years to go. Consider an abona. The coming Saturday, we your program dog. Boda na chiama a visit gato mafima afum na sohio na unana do plotota enye donmi de yo alaba 5 years mo kpo mi okata mi avata nyamoto mon kokpo aji eju aja masha bo wala support Paraclete Kingdom Chapel for good cause man le Saturday ka Sunday azanto le kwaji.
Okay.
Little Gabi, a BMB under previous government, me make politics table ya. The fear which you do ya, didn't be allowed the offer the share accountable. Look at them as San Jukopoga, they do me town. Any at the former October, na ye do ya do ya. Me, I see Totroga, the pump for the Kawasan Jukopoga. And the previous government, Honorable Dennis Gato, what you do, you cannot come via. Me pala cause me for you copper gawe. You money here, house and you copper garden more, but don't you? I love none by Jumaview allege by Amade, I look the offer son garden Majamaja. I probably do you cannot in charge in I do allo, do I have a different and a palmo. I can't that this government me pokoma jidudu antona no dandi when I kono ife jidudu for the off take could like was and you copper guarantee. Mind you last 2 weeks Juprola President Mahama and I mean when a World Cup he came Ghana la Jukoma Koga I support supporters so I the America Mexico have for football. I can't tell me how you call support na fans who then a fans who have a power plateau. Okay, this time I do that. When you was a gamma, I called the fans who have a non do a mall of my cover hotel, Chichi, who were around Sukatan or plateau. Catani is a gamma than an intia at the Vina Juka. That day I seen FA, that sports ministry. I want to Hajiga. I called do Amoyu na support team. I called do the FIMA. Ikananya afforded the new ta na nye ba jidudu dali ike efom wona wo won bana du komo po do po de siade na za du komo po ga de dodo nu to ma ka jidudu manye de dudu de ike me kwata me kafu bana na nda wo ike adavina me okata la ba me okata me ajoga ha in one way or the other ta me po jiji wa nye bana ajoga yo ha mi la o ma no we sa lo ha no o za nda yamako ko wa za wo ike adavina me okata ta na nye o said this league table to me anyina na ike adada opo yo kata do wa for jibana wa make sure bana ga de share ke never na yo sima you ma misuse you alo you ma sound mo ike ma devina ju kon alo do opo ike you do gamozan la ma devino now your GRA Education Ministry Kolebu University of Ghana Ghana Media Commission Ghana Food Breakfast Stock Plato de Fia equal below the average mark equal little guy when you want to football anya la league de shade ma nanya ba mi ball for mi la league ma position at the only nanya ba ma qualify to a set ma points there ma da qualify to the next round ta awana bana ma de shade first na bana ya points the points then no is supposed to qualify to the next round. Then ko this league table I will governor the up you katana fall below average alopo performance well up to standard wa. The next you can governor anya katana wo governor you check you gazaza like you gazam do you check ya pok bobana you san gade a circle do you know you plumber you san gade semoj that to me on ko for the new ka jidudu ya debt to mobana ya kwa check the offer jidudu for the offer the shade was agani ka worry part enya GRA kimi kataminya be wa we nyam you no jona gale du kwamale du kwa ukatama tananye bo offer gaza zaman no up to fi ojebu ano enya na nike the funumi via kama nya mole shoba with this the next league table kana gadogo mole shoba na the offer the shade up perform better ta makpawanya for the new day ka jidudu ya detoma ika miokata na miakporo mo twiwana mi yo ton be manye bo NDC ku ava no new dandi but ya make sure wana du kwapo do for the shada uza ganyo wala kana mo bubu over kwa o ma sha wana gbon the shada dom ona bo Dennis ntaglo no yamo no anyicha ama ya o kwevefia kana nyi ba me o gajo ko nu ya gajo are how are we going amodo no over wa diredo wa make sure bo gawa oza onye o wala ke kana mo bubu over kwa o ano anyi ni na jejumo vi o si alo mi na jami o dare do po monti wa zeni ha ma David ne mi abodu ko na ta mo dum so ona bo Dennis gato bana afforded you them jidudu ya lafia no so na 20 bana o ga ka ba 2028 ayi gbona power bana ye bo over power o do aga ba tu da ni yo na ji mfiaji egwa ta enye na ndeka me kwata me applaud bana this NDC government o come here a gap on you seriously
right. The same issue at I believe in a deputy finance minister and now Mr. Gomoba there should be no bonuses for state-owned institutions you go profit make more.
Yeah.
For instance, if one in Mama Hanga Global, they are likely to close down some of the nearby. They continue with over abysmal performance here. For instance, University of Ghana Legon. What did he asserted now because education institution in was asserted that was to be mega ingo. About what is shut down GRA, but Japan Joga Kenya na about education of Ministry of Education. Peto Abuba dopo your what did he assert down or do allo what did he I manage you to extent but one word Bagbaja comply because at the long run that there is no way institution are recommended to do fail.
Yeah.
Almost all the time we got no more. Never institution are there no less least compliant per institution you do me the double count to be in a bubo jebe on of fear no heka we meje but one note we are not over to copper gas as a clip on your go.
Yeah, Deputy Finance Minister Naminya Bana. The offer do we come profit make more.
Yeah.
we got pay na bonuses so no for board members so plato do for my video
yeah
we me got to na gba ga
bonus
na
dollar
board member dollar won kata ike mi ga gba dan do for ike me video mo mi ga gba dan do ta na nye be la ka wa close so da imana bia na education ministry GR plato do I think close so down let me say former president Atamis won for egbon aka na one in there phone for me
yeah
tell no go for no send the customs so tia na nyi be no possible ya what transfer me you got na le do for ta ni mo do fa do mo video demo alo mo complain de gaza sa fa kwaji wa man the best thing me close down do for my
okay
the leaders over there should be transferred. The moment you transfer me more work we call new faces over na do me sama jibana ni va fi high out there livable legal siala I'm there to go school for get do jin ya mo do pomo time we call do ma dashi ne akpo e seriousness the do ma una no go na do for colleague ta do for do me to go University of Ghana for example me to go gbedekegbo ka mu no le fma ke ofo mu wona wo bana gaza mo monitor adito mo ko wa transfer
no ko yi do fa bu ma do fa ma ha mo ga na ti de ga dia lo no ko do si kranko
na e depend am fa nu yo wo it can affect do fa
okay
na nye be wi mu na mo affect do fa da ma cholo do la group mo ma no transfer ko de filo ga nye be o ga be continue fa gbono na la firma ka ana possible bona wa hodolo sikra aka do fa tutu ya mi matema da si de wa tu jidu for do fa ike na dollar vide cover la go buma e ga na employment du ma vi o mi matema global na no tu do fa ma no tu ya e wo mu va mi e gu ga na ju kwa afi ga na unemployment rate aga tideji
okay right agwa imam Musa nyau mama dromile kude ga zaza kulepo nyanti ba vito do fa yo ke umawa wamde Ghana for Gaza for say kenenye public financial committee for management rather more committee of finance management for esawa wamde dio like uhane po nyaya abube watin nyatincha wa sitrotore ka we do for yo katana no myape ga uzamde saunjia
okay alhamdulillah rabbil alamin wassalatu wassalam ala rasulillah mi da kana mawya ganami mako poya mi ga duga ga ku rabbi shali sadri wa yassir li amr wa ahlul uqtada min lisani yafqahu qawli mi biya salatuna na muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam po kon kata ma ba fa fana na impro alaji kina alaja wala mutum do ganami ajiya amina ajarama ko ansha latifa e bora gani anti maryam madu wana ona wa democracy mi yaso madu wana ona wa sankush madu wa toyrono mi akata la studio madu wana mi akata mi sadrafo his excellency solo bagi madu wana sia awi wadagwa baada kuluko tokla mao madu wana mi akata martin part kakali mama madu wana mi saiki mwali imam so kata madu wana imam abdulati wala mona wa nicolas kudolo kan roja kula ya lidati baba lidia madu wana mashama ma wana vamya wa homya ba jimaji wana mi ona ba litigabi oba jiare to ya ga tekama education ministry ya servira Tollbooth teaching hospital awole amuglo shike umete plana sekro dudu ya hana gavana alo gazaza gana ba gazaza moju miabo don alo do for ya nyena public financial management ye hamadu league table ji miagata we are football league table amena no kulak the cover introduce the Premier League mafia alo Champions League be leka ko football leka ko dujuro point kana po you ya ko access ko dar table aje if you do for you almost almost 100 something institutions alo entities so Ghana ayo rank wa yo darubo no football no wo do wa gawana ju alo manage ju do for alo wana ju jubachichi leke wo call over jumoro evaluate over 101 institutions or state institutions wa shika they adhere to the financial management aleke jwabono zaga lokono wa say ya now the law and then the pros and cons of the managerial procedure na jwa what we adhere to owe a circular do bono wa lekono zaga no kono ho ga lokwa won ya owe ule tebitanwa over 101 over kpobo am 19 ole below bet unyaga raise eyebrow yemba amarelia especially Nigeria yenye the soul moya jiju ko tona konaga yaga bala am 19 odoma yenye abajin wanye the least compliant category shike o record so far nemi akwa among them you like say like Odumotorinye National Media Commission, University of Ghana Legon, Commodity Exchange, National Food Buffer Stock, among them, all of them. Vaya ya mokpol miyamebe like for instance GRA odola scrutinized because GRA tell the lisiama where the one of the paramount source of generating fund for the nation, Ghana Revenue Authority. Wa wenyamu yu odola kwa hagava. Tala bon yu pomila yu ko access ko those kwa. This financial public financial management and ya convention they refers to the system. They are the systems or process or institution that the government use to collect. Ye jidu azana onye dopo jidu azana alo onye system alo dudu jidu azana ko honaga. Come manage na adofu ayo ko zana Ghana bega to collect, to manage, and then to spend public sources. And then all they encompasses like budgeting. Ghana budget all revenue mobilization loko ponaga ko na jukwa bongo bayido all and expenditure loko ko zana expenditure management loko ko manage gazazao accountability loko one account no judu aba guy user and then reporting over nana reporter but lekan ye adofo ya doctor Atofosin acting overseer ye adofo ya jipon plus ye finance minister plus jukwa magadu plus jukwa no tebiton and it has been backbone by the Act 2006 and sub at 921 lay down legal framework she can regulate alo ponya jibe de that ashire jibe ajukwa na tribe no wodo at 921 da ashire jibe ajukwa no wodo close bo ajukwa ba ga bonya wan wateyi enemi awiji for instance anya ma biebe do fa magba GRA have problem education ministry nkai yanye education minister nkai government lay down alo measure alo initiative ko dari shikome ateno gapon le Ghana education service ama nobody we know her school fees no her garafia yanye problem bo schools one revision medical education free nkai the incentive alo nkai government initiative la dodo ko da measure ko dari ba wako generate galafuma the first hospital nemi ko kolebua a guy insurance le fuma shike cover accrediting amuba nka la mase banyaoji ka chike amala mayo na aple no bo ga hon le konjo fia jukwa fo ashimbo o ga hon konjilo o le kele kom imi Ghana card ya fia there's an initiative na ho ejira na hefa 200 kloto I want to be our update na hefa na be replacement na hefa mukata is a way of generating fund into Ghana national identification yeah mbo the government added to mbo for instance na mova no kwa ma hopore alo kwa ma obi bodo ka mo lo kwa is a government work alo Malaysia na he token wa like mbo the way anna in terms of generation akwa generate because institutionally nja katakata yebe head yebe agapomo jienye wakata gbomo yebe manage they are managing our health service where no you konjia or amu popon no bo amare kuklo to aduma here elem is part of it. Maybe their management part abaduma here omo amu wopom omo belona amu kuklo omo they can actually what sanitize nya wakpa mu yumo wanya kuklo va nya taye nya sovia duwe gapomo ya for example konji fia yo na koga na practical ashidina nka nye seklo dudu adari proso gichidu anu ga poncho konji ne ba school kwajare nka token le jilo ha le wa awe afi school management government school we have a lesson note cs va chana school apona school teaching to nyo kata to pona maji emale but in terms of generation ayi kuma popo school aba paja nana ne li wa teno ga generate ne school akpo le konja moglo beduma here there was always a lacuna regional system shike nanu jona wa kwa move on ya kwa ogbo to ma wa lebe na wa sanitize fún wa pogo ta latest league year am frame the financial part financial over suggest benatary but it remain as a challenge enye kuhene jua in achieving full compliance across the public sector ta enye kuhene jua be you akpon magbekro so jua be nyawo ateyi nya ta ata elefuma salefuma shike we introduce to for this to strengthen fiscal discipline wakpoga agaba paji esele fuma tekora mo winchi no kpo elefire yi okosera mo we a esele fuma baki is there to strengthen fiscal discipline, ensure transparency in the share on activity, and then in the use of public gabas azan esele fuma and promote accountability wa konka wa konta na zaganyi across the government here tayamo kpo tefuru konjia mo ate dare ma do man talking leano adari wanye initiative le min educational year yearly for generate bo wa generate wa ko gabana jua already year odula query ya odula wodo chunchi bo nkinaye nka agaye aga pomoji ofela alo obele koko hona galamoshia alo o davet na gawa alo lekeleke nkaye nkeno ba le lisiam wa pogbo ba educational mi po nya jejon the people school banya the people school fees melo classes fi ko yin me yo incentive ho mole konji banya insurance le fuma esegoma never national food buffer stock company ha I don't think government is supply now name ko University of Ghana is a university the people school fees the people are paying is online you have to pay you make American university fee government have roll out the first the stress free you first year you they are paying, and then when you look at the another one National Media Commission, they are also paying like they are paying that no hatasa you are going to be disconnected or sanctioned. So I don't see when you talk about vamia wa gere mo akpobo nkawe yen loophole nkawe nkoko access is it collection of the tax is a managerial aspect or the mobilization.
Okobe say apanya glomila nele nkude release yake Ministry of Finance on the 19th of this month. Paragraph 2 of the PFM compliance league table fulfills the government's commitment in the 2025 budget statement to publish an objective evidence-based assessment of how public institutions comply with the PFM Act 2016 at 921. Its regulations and associated laws. The league table serves as performance benchmarking tool that measures the extent to which public institutions adhere to the rules and procedures governing the use of yemi discussion especially to the GRA but GRA ke nyam ku the task ajoga hohonti leke amu jumavi wonafi o serve na task ado leko wonafi ahotas la mosikle tomu wo no gazamike manu wo the satju a fimayemi problem a
akona du buja mogobo agabanya ko yeko course ya likti baba ana ko yema ata yema na Act was introduced to strengthen physical discipline. As a goma, physical gabonya, ensure transparency in the use of Mabiolo, GRR, O Gazamia. As a go, Biabiama, GRR. There in some institutions, they have the that monopoly, that right to spend. As a goma, why are they are there to generate funds and send to the Central Bank of Ghana, isn't it? O Gazama, Unko Gazama, Oma. Institution do liber wako alo those who school sponsor ma alo government are now law and now like right bonu no zaga onana schools worry oga government be gaza onana oma like no teaching hospital yo gaza ma gamakata there's an institution that supposed to spend money. I said goma they don't have that right to spend money, so what are they spend money for? Are they spending the money the gado fima? Is there any extortion?
Gaga the offer they share the internal expenses are low. So
internal expenses the management regional management board agbo.
Yes.
No ya zaga fia like all of renovation fia each management agbo minai o mia shangolo mia zingla o link mia change zingla minai ye accountant anoi ye nini mia za aga o de aga kata ogbo na maga oko garura. I said go agamo no Nigeria gbo no we kwa okunaba agamo they don't have bank to keep money. So nobo gazama afia there's some lacuna nanu jojo le fuma shikomo de dem fia if not o gamu no bank they have the right to keep money. They can spend money, they can use money, they have the right to I mean what they got to go what garemo bank have that right. But other than that headmaster of the school no manya gazaza yaponya doctor doctor superintendent medical superintendent na manya gaza yakoga yari boss na manya gaza lekeyo agakazamule no account no ga no renovation na yabo jari ala border ye omo ozaga mo there's account lefuma record lefuma wapo ni no bonus and no za plus what it's easy for them to be apprehended easy bo alo manyi munyo wanyi fiti
okay
esa goma ema le ma mo pema tawate lo kaba manyi munyo bo me ano dealing darling about bonya
that bube do for yawo zaundu for agbono do jim alo yes
remain allegation no kugoma me ategboba for now there's allegation but there's a corruption there
that you are believing but you are suspecting but
I'm suspecting there's a corruption.
Yes, a corruption activities.
If as far as this league table show they are least performing in terms of compliance, there's a corruption there, they should peruse, they should actually investigate and so that we be able to talk. Then you fear when you able to mind legal you are this institutional over fine work new fine allegation but there's a suspected corruption practices there, but I want them to go further. And it's a developing story.
Okay.
Yapon kinai o to blow nama agakazamula.
Right.
Do like the law of Ghana a mandate to bono zaga. Unko zaga call or zaga for diversion or something to we will to talk.
Okay. I'm just going to go over Roberta there.
Oh, yeah. When you nyabugwara ya brother Blonyada, ika majiba ma believe ba
brother odomotoga
brother Dennis.
Okay.
Ika majiba ma believe ba maybe adoda.
Okay.
Yes, I want to believe so. Because like if submission ma agbon ba I mention maso duma.
Yeah.
The Gihog issue. Ika juprola mahama naminya ba how can you sell alcohol and silos? Nanya ba jiwo joma atenga no alcohol. Na yeba na doji ku hana alcohol no tanama da dra kweteshiye uganyifa ama fie na rebe kpo amama alawa nyi brother pompo ma agbon ba yo nya ba numa no oji coming
that you ontowe
expose you nya but they were shedding.
We are not shedding but we were refinancing it so that to come out of the loss. That is what I said.
Go ahead.
I want to believe Adeoda because Anyama say Nyama, but they know about the issue, but they were shedding. You won't always find a Manyama boy, you feel, but you're not expecting, but they will come out of it. But if you can play the tape, but you might take the listeners will be the judge. It is unfortunate.
Right.
Maribat we know Jojo a company or a public sector organization can be making a loss. And then if it is making that loss, that doesn't mean that company or that organization, when it is financed, it cannot come out of what? The loss. That is what he must know. With proper management.
Me finance Gihoga for how long me finance me notice by
you see, we were assisting them to come out of whatever that they were going through.
For how long? For how long me wait?
Oh, we started it. That was it 2 years or so? Yema me lose power.
Alcoholic company lost for 2 years. Me supporting for 2 years.
Yes, because you can even mafia. We heard that some of the banks now don't kuji. I can never close down some banks at the war. I can never close some banks at the war. MPP NDC told nam some of those banks were we not join but they can be what capitalized. They can come out of what? The loss that they were making. I said, there are techniques in business. A business can be making a loss on the surface. But if you go into it, let me tell you, it can be making profit coming now. So if they need just a little push for them to come out of whatever that they are going through. So we were trying to help Gio distilleries so that they come out of that. Imamiva lose power.
Okay, and he was later arrested for
No, but what happened? It was just an allegation that has been made towards him. And as at now, what has been the outcome?
Okay. What has been the outcome? Confirm you are well arrested. Amadike company managing and genuinely many genuinely company loss allow my profit make more my breaking even how for 2 good years after major government and he was still in possession of company government properties. You think but it was genuine loss?
My brother, what is happening is Ayola Madi even as at now. What has been the outcome?
So you believe it was a genuine loss?
It was a genuine loss. It was a genuine loss.
The government has supported for 2 years. How much did he recover?
No, what is happening is we were feeling that coming because the campaign message was we are breaking the heat. So we were trying to assist Gihos distilleries so that when we come to power, are you getting me? So that you to be able to perform more. But unfortunately for us, what has happened is we lost power. They arrested him. As at now, Plum caught him. And what have they found out?
Me no power for 6 and then you 2 years after me lose power. You have 6 years, man.
Government, let me tell you, Gihos Distilleries was performing very well during our time. It was the latter part. You over realized
2 years I'm a couple them you jealous ma popular.
Oh, it was. I cannot say it now, babe. I can Google it for you to see.
2 years ago, me support the opposition. Me no have support here.
Oh, we were in power.
Yeah, but
we were in power. But the thing is, as at that time, loss is you see, you can be making a loss that can let your organization still remain viable.
Okay.
With the hope that it will be better. There is something in what. A company or a business can be making a loss and that company will not close down because that company will not close down just because of the goodwill that company is having. That's how I mean.
Goodwill go come.
Goodwill go. That company is having what? A lot of customers. And he's having.
But as a company, no customers, but as your losing, but no.
Oh, you can still make it. You can still make a loss. Maybe one we had a supplier do. You come at who got on time, but you will recover it later. It can remain on your books as bad debt, but it can be chased and collected
for 2 years.
Yes, Ajona. Let me tell you.
When any gbagbo nya ye Gihoka lose government maintain gaga to zbe ga supporting gaga for 2 years and still almost recover.
Unless what will happen is I will go into it and I will let you know. But what I want to tell you is a business will make a total loss, which will make it collapse when it's not able to cover its average variable costs. No matter workers will pay more.
Okay.
But if you are able to pay your workers and then your variable costs is still what? There is a hope. That one we call it the shutdown point for the business. We never join any. There is a belief that in the future, because of the goodwill you can have, a company have, a business man have, it can come back. So a company can cover its average costs.
In the case of Gihoka, ye NDC power, ye will be goodwill, Mama Galoshua.
Oh, the goodwill can be there. Customers can be there.
Let's come. Money can be there. Look, cannot be there. Let's be factual. Allow me to the point. I go global. You offer Gamma for the 2 weeks ago. No making loss. You know supporting because of the goodwill. You can allow she.
Yes.
Customer base.
Yes.
Kaka ye NDC va. Ema biya lo fiaba ye ke NDC va ye goodwill amagalio. Ye NDC va ko Ghana to maga Gihok patronize more.
No, the goodwill is still there, but because they want to play politics with it. Yes, okay. Because a company will shut down completely. No more cover able average variable cost too.
All right.
But if it is able to cover able average costs, not cover able average cost, there is a probability that it will make a profit in the future.
Right. Thank you. I promise to be tonight. Yes, sir.
Like an soda, we drag a Ghana drag by her.
When I'm the sign on Asura Beauty.
Like an soda, we drag a Ghana. Allo Africa, alcoholic drink.
When I'm the sign on
one of the Ghana Millari. Ghana Millari. Imam Agbabe Manuna. Like an Hadraga Ghana drag by. I
don't know her. Can I want my
Bible go and you come in Yabana? Net to me up to me the side that drinking sport to support you come over. Then company Agbaduma, like coffee drinking sport to go over the Westagua. Uga Chadono, do you but Pav Plato? Pav Moncatana, I have more of him away.
Okay.
Then I have one in Yabana company there.
Oh, Blona, you.
How do you get on Yabona? You were one of me if you have Yabana D-Hawk. Agbadun farmer for you keep on top of my supporting plug forever. Ika don't do leak. You close the road now. Ika Gavida Kalamo, Jimmy Bo, you move all support go. But D-Hawk can you all supporting? Even at the time you can drop Agbadun. Uga Inka bonus is so hana. Over leaders so all over board members so that I do me continue and I'm about to go and bana the for they can instead of wa nami profit about to go and the of my bad all the time you supporting ta me continue and I'm me to continue and more nyanya wa the kind you must believe God believe a chobona alcoholic company and Ghana to go ya ike azanji a haminuna azan the strategy a haminuna imagine Mama Samanuna how. I can tell you that. I can tell you that. Le Lova Samogbaha, Udumotorunaha. Agua. Le Christmas ye, Ununaha. As I said, you could even Saturday, Sundays, let you come on. That ever door for a Kodura Devi, not you call a door for Moag Baduma. Ajabuanya, Tamabunaga Plocatambana, door for Mobu, Jomia Lesser Bona. No cheat resistance or me cannot do it close when what the vina juquaya.
I got
but hello, Mark Claire, your brother, owner from the state of Yakwa. Every correct complete Muslim come on now. No Muslim Hanuma, case 1/4. It's a fake, it's a quack.
Okay, Imam. Magwana, Akbama Medi. Okay, what is your definition of complete Muslim? Ameko Junior Busato Alo, Ameko Tuba.
A faithful Muslim. believed Muslim.
Okay.
Someone who's
Because
deep in
manyama
faith.
do ole dokonyama unko yogo manyama do onye wusato ji ofofo
An
pro
esteemed Muslim in faith, esteemed in
hata
faith. I'm able to just dejia.
le muslim
Yeah,
ya
more caution her direct, but megano.
Okay.
Afi ma kokpanya. Every excuse me, quote and unquote, every satanic unya ko ma da chireji. But me awa hana gavana agbarumo no namu.
Okay.
It's
theologically,
religiously.
The alcohol mate
It has been backbone by I say go man. I say man. Alaba sat kafla tefala excuse me mo ga unya satan ademogweni like a doroli shike mote do agba like like be so ka bet but am you do daria expectation no mu kata satan atazana kwa mau azane ko enyebe like machinery alo yebe mu ko na do yebe bankruptcy ya asana alaba mau nya be fuma satan nya be fuma yi hana yebe viole ka amu yo zania wa we grana am ozala we gbana ba wan tonto a eno na stable close wa take blam gede na mo lema ta ahabanya ma ya habanya wa wan to nya ala ba ma obi fufide
right
mama sem ya habanya hasala anula afia kada ka wala islam
William
it is unfortunate alaba my brother Dennis Boglomba they were recapitalizing Gihok anu agbandum kake yo no le mokpokpo mo be agbona nyonyoge so for 2 years la we ga no state here for Gaza gonna support me we ga agbandum kaka ba da chine tami ko dogolejiji if you ever talk to two trouble one god wo do agba video wa ko as a state owned enterprise wo do agba evo afi you ga ko state for ganton to ga support you so this is very serious now the same people you can no ya won Gihok yo ka kwela ju kwa am collapse nyapa banks wo kata with the sense where they don't have liquidity alo pa ganyo ma for chomo to the extent where oza over 28 million
okay
that was I gonna ma oza over 28 million cost of 28 billion so 9 billion per problem 28 billion those are cost of banking cleanup sector ika analysts over with just 9 billion they could have solved the issue the same person the platform I did but they were recapitalizing Gihok for 2 years I mean no collapse bank so Donamo GM Bank GM Bank where bank yokata will do across every community all to chuwa da shinagba adogbona mojo ya fama so many banks were collapsed kaka wona gbona nyaba just one state owned enterprise ikana nya Gihok yo nyaba agbadu but you were giving them a window you were giving them the opportunity expecting them to turn around and you were pushing Ghana Pega you kokono Ghana Pega lono o mi kwemi mi aveze nyakpora kwa wonki adochoma as if the money is your personal property and you are saying this boldly. Are we serious? The same people no collapse bank solo. The collapsing of the bank alone, it is not something small. Alaba mo don lafma. Amoba service yo chima. Bank owners who am you never call loan let the poor to contractors who no call loan. Call do mo opo gamo kata o chima. Amo ito and when you see pa ko sin do nega kpoya manye kwa ga po mako.
Bank apo collapse na de menya it was based on criteria. Local for ko bank ya hanet menya criteria rose and fiko to bank
criteria enyenka. Ba Gahomama Loshi Wagmandu Manama nke Joafi recapitalization who wanna give hope who wanna give hope for so many years
give hope for na mo for gagbona ba ya call business aga train no product or drama no way
but Blombody you phone could recapitalization
okay
can I go?
Never mind people like we got you let me go work now.
How Imojo anya
okay I will a quick time I had that let's move forward ma Dennis second topic miapo government minority or government a current administration a challenge of failure to modernize me up road tolls our we now be revenue man vavam revenue generating avenue block na edwa me no government ma me up time ye me to road tolls ya all moji achieve that on local fma fi over mudran le and now you are back again me go glomba toll in na me magakpo mo me like nye me afọ nyafia kon abe MPP nyangla
enya ya na dadia nyapenya is just straightforward. That's we at me abolish road tolls in November 2021 and susuita yemi abolish road tolls adwa one to reduce traffic congestion because na lankuda most of the tolls you na noni that time akpobe vehicular traffic and not very severe, so that was the reason why one of the reasons me wanuka me abolish the road toll. Secondly susu itamye ga abolish road toll do ado Tollbooth odua. Second one to reduce environmental pollution. Elaba na congestion jojom le to so gbon na ma nto ekpona ba ndralao over wananuka udu na shida fuma okata. And then na traffic congestion plan of yao john na ma awonibe productivity. There is a delay in productivity because amochi na magba bofi yina donuka o yina de domak plan of yao, and then no more talk bijoa akpobe it delays productivity. So because of that matai mie wonuka mie abolish Tollbooth audo
on magwana on average how many minutes ye ehura ka na le Tollbooth ba move na on average
na even maybe the lines your form na. Okay, na mi be mi akwa it can even do at least maybe from the line it can even be more than even 10 minutes etc.
Okay,
okay, and that can cause a delay. Me check over spend 10 minutes le queue bofi do Tollbooth agbo na pay you now ticket konejo na gave do go another one. Okay. You spend another 10 minutes there. So making what 20 minutes. Kasha na be adu domea. You'll be spending not less than maybe let's say 30 minutes on the road.
Okay.
So it delays productivity. So because of all those things, so sumatai yemi abolition muka nuyado. We come here covering, but we want to modernize lemyom nyapa gamma. I come abolish the road tolls for. We were trying to modernize it by bringing what a digital payment, so that you will pay, and then as you reach there, then this thing will just open for you, and then you go. That was what we were doing through the e-levy wing. But if you were over abolish the e-levy, so as at now, we say that the aim of the policy is to shift the road fund towards more digital revenue.
Me la confuse yakana like e-levy wa fi va kada Tollbooth for modernization na.
Yes, agadama da susu ya tabe electronic payment.
Okay,
asa gomnami, since it is an electronic payment la, it widens and it covers a lot of people.
We not Tollbooth e-levy drogola le my alone. Okay, number Senegal no the e-levy be cover Tollbooth.
It's also part of it.
Charge ya hogola le e-levy ma cover Tollbooth.
No, but we've introduced it with the reason that when we modernize the electronic payment, the tax system the charges on the e-levy electronic payment rather. It is that rather the electronic payment. Okay. That's you pay on your phone. Okay, so that when you reach the Tollbooth, you just show it, and then this thing will allow you to move.
We
were about to implement it. Those were the things that we had wanted to do. And it is still there. The policy is still there. They should try and implement it.
Okay. Me education and I mean so that your question are not relevant to the conversation.
Okay.
The electronic payment, is it going to be an app? You can download the mobile phone jalo website today. You give me a la hafa amuna ya hafa. Alo lako wagafi ate wo electronic payment.
The electronic payment will be done with an app. Yes.
Okay.
There will be an app that everyone can have access to. And then if you have it, if you are a driver, if you make the payment, as soon as you reach there, the electronic the device will just recognize it. And then you do what? You just go.
Okay. The app building, it take me more than 3 years.
The app building.
Because then I mean, you close Tollbooth in 2021. He left power in 2024. So that's 3 years difference. 3 years I mean take build app power low.
We were in the process
for building the app low, implementing the
building the app and then moving to the implementation. So the policy is still there with the people. That's why we are pushing them, but what delay so they should use it now or they should bring it up.
I mean no app building watching
Appa.
Them building on Chimoja, but you were in the process.
We took everything to Parliament.
Okay.
And the Parliament has agreed to do that. Are you trying to get me?
And a Parliament that said me building.
Yes.
Can get me building.
We were in the process
of building.
Yes. It takes time.
You understand why it takes time? 1 year in government, me implement it. One dilemma.
Oh, but over. We took the thing to Parliament, and as at now, we must send a
could the implement?
Yes.
Okay, so me have a process.
The government is in continue.
Yes, me have a process. Africa will say you can be government, me Parliament or approve, and me Africa process as self me government.
Whatever that will happen is, I'll read everything to you after here. So me yeji nyaya glomele now we are trying to push them what we have done already. They should just come and then implement it. They shouldn't delay it because the more they are delaying this it's making us lose a lot of what revenue.
Nobody you implement if you could a doyo come you 20 honka or government now or implement it.
The foundation has been laid already. We took everything. So what is happening is they should just continue from where we have stopped. We took everything to Parliament. Everything is there. They should really look at it. No teething problems are only here. They should continue from there. Why are they trying to leave it ajar for us? Okay. We are trying to do whatever that is good for Ghana. Nemi we Safia Dagoji, you were over me cancel what? I don't me cancel rotos, etc. Ye but it should be in a form of what? Electronic payment. Ye me quick and call either Parliament, etc. And we are in the process of what? Implementing it, and everything is there. Why wouldn't they continue? We never ask at now it to be with them, and we are not even hearing anything from their budget, etc. It is not done.
Never NDC government not decided by you implementing. Fika me with zero. Ye fika will continue gala ever your parliament will approve it. Then me start application process. Me building me software la building watch emoji. I don't let me build software for work to integrate API calculator of your corner. Me ajezaza watch emoji. Fika to me with zero fia ye me jibo kwetch of ma akova at the donam.
What I will finish you with is where as at now me stopper ye kunyamata now gake before we leave here. I'll finish you with where we have reached so far before the program will end.
Okay, right. I got another promise. Minority, me NDC to government in power. O me revenue source delay in la implement. I will modernize me Tollbooth or tie with a gamma ju come of am na gamma of am. Me be million be minority au fait nom government ye kwa Ghana to fia lo politics ko mo le plemi
ena bia honorable Dennis Gataj bana la kenyo ko nya fia
ya matro bia jura la kenyo ko nya ro
ewa gare mo liare na nwo na nyam nkume nwo ware ewa na bana gama ma ha amu ka gwa de ke chogala mana Tollbooth when you agba mo lagba what we did that o did that just because obo yobi a ho levy la miasi eta o de Tollbooth ara ko levy cover passe seto kana mi nya bana Tollbooth ha revenue regenerating ala revenue regenerate ga afimi ga ko levy ha cover why nke just man keep Tollbooth then me modernize afia ga ko levy ave agba mi va complain about NDC government mo po reintroduce Tollbooth o ta another revenue down like more enough revenue generates mo ikemi ga taminya bana ye NDC government ya ba e de levy pleto mo ga tanda ikene government revenue affect ga ikeba na yebu ga ko Tollbooth ya ba ka ga na more revenue jidudu ya aka ye jidudu ya to don gbo bana e Tollbooth ya ko ga bi mi ajumo bi on mi ko ide mo bana no ko evi you shouldn't be the ones complaining agwa many minority are not complaining but they are more like hypocrites la bana mi o mi de nu ya da gbe ma manyo aga yumi zan abaju ko na ati wuta kroto mo gata wo structure de fi mo gata na fa mo ogbon agba ikene ga gugu na juko ya ebi mi ga dogo gba ga li don bana amono ko bi no wala kan wala ka agwa na mi bana yo je process de goma either physical process ikene structure wa wo de fi ma aloka nka wa na nya aba journalist ku de nya agbo molenti dana kamali na mi akpola fi afio tada ibo mi vala fi ya jibi adom fo na mi agana to garu mo le me pemu no tinami litigabi anya ko nyi bana de jidudu ya de va adom gbe na mi be Tollbooth ko gave anya ba mbo na kana do wa George na ba by now Tollbooth o je do wala jukama aka imekpo do mu wa anya advantage na mi driver play mo nka mo do san la yo no mo azan gbala bana for now imekpo Tollbooth a o mo imekpo afereke khande Tollbooth out tani ebe ever va do over fix Tollbooth or the moji e wa electronic one so ikeba na hefan la obo phone ji kaka na va do fi makwa ewu kada to majua manyi na ke gbegbon ka de mi adom se jidu ya bana no make sure bana o di to ma afi president Mahama na jola jiji manyi minority kana de Tollbooth order o we ga no gbon gba bana na bana revenue ma jidudu asisu malo anaba jidudu aba ajogayo ajoa ma mo ko ijo ta mbul bogatel ko wala bana amankuma nwo wa na laba nanye ba mi awe dida de Tollbooth order gba mi ga bana no kuve ka yimo na ne ke pon le ground ikena show bana jidudu ya jana na ke tomoa to some of us who are also opposition party wa abaje jenko bana nyaba minority kana le parliament la yiyama opo mu ono ma jijima na you had them ya jabaju kwano ta I expect this current minority in parliament bana wa na enough time jidudu ya bana nu yo jidudu anto de to be ya na ibe mu wa it will be a campaign message na mi ga cover teacher don ti bana mi bo ya kwa Tollbooth we me ko over asad na ike umekpo kwa Tollbooth over the people to be complaining when you do like drivers so bana mo ko Tollbooth over aka le ya gbo mi fi mi pa ga ti ko dokuma na mi therefore mi Tollbooth o mo o pa ga ti ko dokuma na mi emi nya ha gbo fi a o bana Tollbooth o wa ho akpo mi afa mo ogbo akọ maintain mi afa road out asad na jidudu ya mo do me even without the Tollbooth jidudu ya mo do that we should be congratulating this government but now even though revenue generation mele that high aba ikewa unu anyi le yi momo ha nanu yemi amomi expect when le e levy whether that betting tax whether that covid levy whether that like am momi feel ba jidudu ya no konyi fana ga jidudu am konyi fana ga da mo okay even at the time ko ono ga yokata ho ha o ga no konyi fana ga malio fika ko ga ono yi fika ga ode le yi momo tell we am dey le fia even though ba o de nu yokata aka still organ system managing economy akatanya jidema it shouldn't be complaining that much
but nanyebe oga complaining ha mokpebe they are just trying to make sure the government are accountable about dongbenami ikenanya John Ramapal administration na dung bena member ya atro Tollbooth agbe na sena miapa voter connect for idea ipa voice malema global lokoyo modernize gana ntobaro fumako wantona scan waklotoba dogo and 1.5 year over government
akwani ba me wanya madoiko a criticize dudu ya bana adung gbere mo orejiwa nanye e-levy betting tax covid levy do ga lefia ejidudu ya mo de dawa yo lima do mo jidudu ya don gbo be adenu yodo mo di dawa ma support me katimi ado lima
okay
bana betting tax covid levy pe to mo li mo de oda
ajogai mejibe hawa lo
ma sama in a way ajina nwine edokue
tamajibe na majibe
ma ajoga mo bodo khanfia ifila mo bodo
majibe ga habobu pio
nyento mo campaign ba ajoga ikena nye Tollbooth wa ma ka to levy aka ayi mo ko evi wa de mo fia bo ma vi fan bana
no ko
okay ka yi ma ka jidu an to po bana ele convenient na ye bana ya hoga ajoga le juma viosia na ko bi me support
right our then is gonna na fia le Google la yo Google ya le 2024 according to Google only foundation who announced be use Ghana card platform ako we in digital way of paying toll Tollbooth
many document there from the road ministry also if you need to Google all
a Google information that AI ne roadmap which is right that is a way of gathering information that gather information now you will name line now me am a poor think am have issue lenyi be loko ole no go be you lay down foundation be you ko Ghana kada ko jo ho mboglo fia be you Tollbooth kwakweto aga ni aga pere ni ba sa 2025 the current government has started 65 stations ike ogloba wo Ogoma 65 tolling stations so far across the nation ike odowom ta do mahi do kuma won kaba ta ina be
na jidudu ya lay down 65 stations so it means all a processor into reintroducing them that they should just give us that peace of mind when
no continue
processor it will take time more than to reintroduce the nepo alaba infrastructure to the more oje no nepo more ogbeti mo jigba do gagbon gazange adra okatan odo even the digital system ya gbomo la gazange o la fi akọ apa afi mi okatara ga no involved that they should give this government some time when I call I reintroduce the Tollbooth
agba imam
akwa topic of failure to modernize road tolls delaying revenue minority grammar abiaba is minority being fair to this government? No, they are not being fair to the government at all. Okay. The second question, are they being fair to the good people of Ghana? No. I thought they are not fair at all. It's advice. It's the moral advice, but they don't have moral right to give that advice. Oba mayana ma wudo do akpoyo do na ma ti ga ba hawa do na ma do uzeza ate awunyu na gawa amare do uzeza ba na ba hawari imagine akoya no ina amare
amate we no ade ko ado
ameno amare bia no awu we no chushi because they are no friend MPP and they are no they are an opposition party as go amare jiba American fall yeah send me ta mafia ba no we ma MPP plan this me no view le politics like in the quest to govern their enemies. Okay. American fall. Yara esegoma. Tano bo futo alo mereku. Amagbalo ba na ba hawo do ayi do awzeza. Imagine we ano alo mere mo destroy that happen. We advance now bo loko won ason. Aya sema. Ta like doko ever on blind about funya honorable Dennis Amalaki put in a state of comatose. Yere kan ho fun le fuma ambi. Do check and okay, ona pele kale ke de kan for ko mla na bo because of political discussion ko funye chaka leka karuma topic ru obo eduna wu pona fala amo yo won akwa no ba nu anyi wa then amadu nkaka wa no fukun ale kore ekwa last time na fire mo pobo Nigeria foreign carrier yina foreign can do achibuta eto afibodo ga to ta amare nchuro na refumaji ba hogafi Papa at the time I was follow up time kwama chaka. No no remember kawana parima hogaleshi. Tawa no one na bomb na zabu amuruba hona garu le fuma garu. Foreign car. Ata hogaleshi because I say go afina introduce nanare you have to just opposite. To yare to lenare ni pomulelem a year. Ilevia ni pomulelem. Government here is not me fair. Ever because of traffic, a congestion in traffic. How many congestion? How many minutes? But there are seconds. I feel I'm a banana. Which congestion is it causing? Secondly, I go over another one to reduce environmental pollution. Oh, tamu dun fumare nova domare. Oh, achieve omo tied na up the place. I no come than Tapadua. Allo exhaust pipe no aya achieve tafia do zona putonata. I say goma. So another one about delay in the productivity. And one of them is what I mentioned something like time factor because it is time amusumo. Nya told them nya roe me fufu can ofore ata because of e-levy. Everybody e-levy yeba ga ayawu yeah. That's the first one. Another one betting tax. COVID-19 bomu cover. But I don't know they have to pilot it. I think I can't about it. You have to experiment ni bomu ya oga. I say goma na try it on a pilot base. No we call a gayava, a gameava, or better puta they can simultaneous this. Waku amwakata online Tollbooth online. Ilevia no online. Here va cancel Ilevia. Another imagine a guy who lose for every visionary or any it's a grievous mistake for any visionary or good government to actually enroll. Government have the focus, have visionary you are now cancel. Imagine a hoyochu dari achieve that highly unfortunate. The coach you could cancel. But guys out of Mara. Imagine, and then they don't even convert them into anything. They call chief marco. A waste of resource. Even though I can cancel into a poor guy who's out to Tapura. I don't know Aflao. Allo for me jilepa allo na no benefit na jua ase goma no do ko na dare fuma but no benefit na jua no allo police ya checkpoint allo na do ko dire fuma ko fi wa gbogbo na mi because of traffic congestion, because of because of reduction in environmental pollution and something me ajile almost sama gomo jibi asema unja majority of Ghana who vote against MPP but o cancel Tollbooth ogbe gajimo na ejua fia miawe wonwalo miawe kwa pavalo fia mi ba mo de blame be nke you afimo wonka mo modernize do nya modernize nke afimo mo modernize do nya contemporary nke afimo o nya contemporary electronic
you le process
ka do lo to mo bia wanya do lo to mo for how long no do lo to do me progressive me no very me no me adeno me from you over the one that fear agbo do no do like advice is advice on your MP no but over in form of maybe press release led by Honorable Kennedy Osei Nyako, that is a ranking member for Parliament on Road and Transportation Committee, and also an MP for Achim Swedru. He ever lead form of press release about Nyako the Dumba wa modernize wa wanyenka wa nyunye on fear adwebe yoba tama. It was electronic tooling. It is what advancing. You want to buy me more cool. Ghana, Mister, to come for the Kakobo, Kalibbe. I did driver Honji, concert driver John. I should go to go now. But man, now I never in moral general part. I don't have that moral right. But in their work as a minority, as a minority, I didn't have a darker Ramudu. Now, most of the car Jamudu, but I make it that back attention on. That is their work. They are doing their work as minority. You cannot take that from them. I say, minority adu afunfu. Na nyare kama galiwa. Adu akwa yareva. Bo litiga bidawo ibo. though your head set ibo but so amanyabo like to raise some sort of esogoma over do it we cannot take it from them no amaya honorable Kennedy Osenyako mafunfua afia left ma as a dormant ranking member mo do mo you have to afunfua nyabo like ta va manyewa we gbogan na mi afia nyabo nkugbagba to alo bafa kozana amasha nyabo bafa kozana na over agba nyabo bafa kozana you don't have anything to say ta obo nyama it doesn't hold water but in their work as a minority it hold water because they are doing their work because over another nyo called the but why government hasn't yet implemented it 15 years into the office or maybe 15 years my rhetoric 15 years 15 months excuse me 15 months into office why don't they implement that my rhetoric question is why do they cancel it in the first place unya glona ba da drado sena hiya ma unya glona unu na easy afi aglo va da drado ita nu afi na deposit man na easy va de dugwa asena asogwa ta why do you cancel it in the first place mi gbon ba mo never do 15 months mo 15 years ori da drado do sena we ta over the stance on continue delay but stall a critical source of Onyaba Tollbooth generate revenue juku Afro councillor. Onyaba is a source of generate income for the Afro councillor.
Right.
I said one. I'm about a very serious question about the government's consistency in policy implementation. Yeah, I'm a little government are doing boro a women's bank. Motorway. I'm a little alaba. Promises so they are not implementing here. I'm about take the bank you have more cover. But to be what take on bank you have more way. China I'm more conva. Government are delaying a promise now she came home. Yama do collaborate no promise I could all the garum. But promise the government and never ever reintroduce Itai MPV. No more doing bar. They don't have those moral to say anything. Over the last bar before I draw the over the current government strongly before you bank you have your councillor. Network quick bova. Yema bova loba over don va le Ghana tobo kuma Ghana tobo toma almost a now wow donao alabo wa we gbon tamara adredo anu neta wa adredo.
William.
Yo afonya gabi.
Yes sir.
Akpo minority per dot there she nyebe wado afotana jidudu.
Yeah.
In that vein nyentonto amajibe minority nanye wo kpo ngbeglande nana ike wo kpo beje wo wanyu afi ye majin yo genuinely ajebe wado afotana Ghana pe jidudu kakanu ike miami yono le government egba aba jidudu ena le jeji ike NDC pe party forme nu ike mi ma ho adem onye ba we are not going to take a moral lesson from a brother. Mi ma ho moral lesson to a brother bo. Nya brother imam bro nya rebe na ma rebe akwawu no akwawu ike odo. Little Gabi. Meruku anya ba roto like jidudu ya hohom. Ike miato yo over cancel ya anya ba sedem agbenia. Rotolia a sedem agbenia jegoma since 1965.
Yeah.
Alaba 17th December 1965 you pass you are sent to it. Eye o je dogoma le 31st December 1965. A sedem agbeni. Tananya ba jukwa emile the mean serious as a country the illegality ke miato yo owo le roto for cancellation ama ajebo han the segbo because as at the time it announced the cancellation the suspension of the roto the law backing this thing was not repealed a segala do ojikoko then somebody stood up one morning and say from today we are no longer going to take roto. Are we serious? No, said them agbana. But the parliament lay down over new general. Whatever it is, the parliamentarians will go and argue, but at the end they vote. What repeal ga or repeal? Then you just got up and say, but agbami got to hogo. Now one New York since 2021. Now, totally a purpose onyenka. plus super revenue the share they co generate if you are either Ghana Road Trust Fund ma Road Trust Fund there I want na patches up a donamo a maintenance I want a maintenance no more no your time you na road toru alaba me own cho heavy vehicles to other parts of the world Africa po ju come amluma o Ghana dem yapo juoma alaba agba na check people are from Nigeria Burkina Faso Cote d'Ivoire do ko kuna po bato na miapa road to loma pa vaina mi wo na one city handle over miapa mo for way mo agblanko then you got up one day you decided to perpetrate an illegality on Ghanaians agba no you can want to suspend since 2021 ye na wo pa excuses when you want to what eliminate congestion you want to eliminate traffic Little Gabi, never na in another game. Na do Central University do wenya fumo Tollbooth do wenya. Traffic gal ju kwama pa para wo area mama. Tananya ba go but the reason why they want to suspend this thing is traffic. It is neither there nor there, nor here.
I think but do wenya it is one region out of one region to another region. Tanaba mozazale.
So yes, Tanamarenya magroma, it is not tenable. We can argue that.
Abuba madate kuvocho michebe sugar cover. Ayi domolegi every day in and out in the ma.
Awo. So it is not because of the Tollbooth. Never can you glom electrically. Maybe more than that.
Yeah, glom in the sense but domova for instance, Nyamodon Holy FM. Makuna vucho border. Yeah. Afifana doma. Ne Tollbooth amovele afimacho border ava Holy FM. That means be number of 5 minutes they call Tollbooth at the Kagbo, cover 5 minutes we have cross. That is 10 minutes. You could never remind that and Katamala Doma. Our one money tax buff 10 minutes. Man, at the quick blood Tollbooth in Chile. Many long distance where a most of yes.
Nyapa former minister of road. I'm a quarter. And I mean, a careful Dennis Gado Pejiba. So sweet out the Tollbooth order. Yenaba traffic. Traffic. One of them is congestion. I'm also on Gondafna. Evelenia traffic.
Okay.
Environmental pollution. Add those ones.
Tada susuma tamago glomba. You cannot single-handedly get up as suspend miapa toll system. You can set them since 1965, December 31st. You can mo jimiamado without repealing the law that back it to. Yeah, that aside, I want my value. In a one since 2021, a question they were laying the framework, the digital infrastructure, digital infrastructure. They were virtually present talked about me for anything digital in this country without any iota of digital infrastructure. No problem. If you are never know since 2021, Alaba, the tolls were there. To the extent where Miapa road means are done, I'm a quarter nami nyaba. They will use them for washrooms. You want to promote Koga for the dapper, our dopper, le miapo moji. You are conveyed to. If they were ready for everything. 2021 when you are grommello. As at that time, they say about infrastructure, moga hen another go. So now they are coming digital. For that matter, you guys are no more than the dopper, gas the dapper. You no more Sagana.
Okay.
And told the my maker. Mimo on Nanako.
Okay. So let me ask this question. You may expect when I don't work, I come here. Then you will convert the former call washroom quite plateau. Fika in a drawer and want to Puganola.
My genius submission, Aji. Fika never do a man to Puganola. Why is submission, Aji? Yeah, maybe none of them for Dennis or Homaka. Okay. Never Dennis or Gromba. Neighbor Heffer, ne doof Marco from Ugano. Fika never Hagala, first of all, mobile money. Do we ganya PR code at the Gola? I love an scan here. They miapa drivers, number plates, a ganya digitalized one. Plus, when they do Marco, they can scan it quickly, then you move. They should be telling us this. See, you are not novices, so. Many novices, so mignolo. Afi Waba Amada. Oh, digital system. Me witness say Dr. Baumia the airport over e-gate. Ati trader te fa amagbo boboe. But when you go say na ma. Ta we go ma gbon anybody. No imagine ma gro nyebedi. Nanyaba wanna suspend me to from 2021. Ena suspend me to kaka 2024 na dogola power. Yemi mfum via me current road minister Honorable Abuja. And by the end of 2026 the tolls will be back.
Yes.
And I believe you heard that. Tana wana nyanuma na nyawo egblangavo. Neneva bogbonamiba we are delaying revenue collection or we are compressing revenue collection. But the fact that Mima modernize the revenue system or a toll collection system or what are you doing? What are you doing? Being a minority in this country is a serious business. Moga criticize you. Moga act as a oversight leadership alone. Ghana but whatever you say la, it should be reasonable. No shanu ikana gbona no reasonable. Na nyeba me o mi va ko me no yo katandwe ya madeva. Bagbaje yemana global 65 ne clan honorable Agbojapa New York Bra about the roads that are fully completed. Amo yo do ika problem na kama la mojo o ma je dogo ma fi oba yo gbona fi agbanga amo they will begin with those roads. Yo go ma jega to momaji. That is serious government speaking. Tana wana choko ma yi parliament na ba na declare the toll system is cancelled, is suspended. Because to your understanding here, Nakpo Almighty e-levy. Hello, I don't just get the rationale.
Right, so on to answer question you're gonna be but you could go global your modernized upper gamma like a payment or game mobile money in your gola, app in your gola, low DVL if a number plate scan go quite your current leader, John Mahama proposed where they are going to do the same modernization on your automated.
Yeah.
Like me turn on noga.
So, Nanyaba Ubowa toll system, wanye modernized system, and there are so many options. No gadoli, a doa maglom. But the miapa of whoper number plates, alone name plates, anya digitized one. Alone doa, there will be a system that will scan it.
Yes, but they should be telling us how autonomous. So tell us how we are telling
you design infrastructure, digital infrastructure, daddy. That you always daddy ho. That we should just use it. That we go daddy how ale they are telling us that we should use it. That's the question I'm asking.
Okay.
No, you or daddy. You we should use it daddy. Code barcode on ya. Ikan of Wojia, Ike Kokeo scanner, digital nameplate or number plate in Yagola. Are they going to pay through mobile money? And no for through mobile money. How are they going to be verified? But never do a tipu tapo Tollbooth ama one yaba through mobile money. They say they have constructed the digital infrastructure. Look at principles of operation. Because when you take every system, this phone, that computer, now you know principles of operation. A sector do le epo do menyeka.
Okay, le miatoike na naminya fiaba road minister Honorable Gavins Agboja na call me Gavins Agboja and naminya by the close of this year in 2026 innovative and from information our Dennis Kodama you have started with 65 stations. Infrastructure kazamile them building from the beginning alo haya wo Yezamile. Now you was like I believe but by this time you should know about it. Allow me when I implement it. Let them be building from the beginning. How and what infrastructure building how we get our door as Ms. Azanga or your modernization to
be honest with you, my aloma grown tapioca time can believe in your opinion but but
you cannot verify how you can
yes, the actual one example out of the lot that I know personally. You must verify them.
Okay.
But of course I go on.
Right.
But I'm a number the options that I have mentioned that you are they are part of ways to take to digitally.
Okay.
I was about that we can come to my grown body. Nyato MPB to Ghana to genuinely do jebe o waji Ghana po nyonyo. So I believe Venusha nu ike omola, they are doing it because they want Ghana to become a better place for all of us. Kaka opo nu ono jejenko, but they just want to, you all laugh unto that for noji. Plus suba Ghana to na they are also in existence. Okay. Because some of the things they be genuinely, they be your brother Dennis Fifly, but nyama grown ranking member on road and highway or road Ministry of Road, nyama gromola, and nyama modula glue. They be agling honestly, maybe agling off air. But a government that has been in power for 15 months, something that you could not do within 4 years, you are telling them that they should hurry up, they should do, they are delaying this. What are you talking about? Okay. If you honorable governs Abuja Nami Nyaba by the end of 2026, 2026 if you match me cry Komila, can Kanya Roshina. See, if you don't know, they don't have anything to do. Me call policy at Bonai. You get a cocoa nkiti. Kokro will leave you money. They should apply.
Okay.
Because as if over the devil finds way for an idle man. Okay. As though they are idle. Because
right. Okay. Around Dennis, miafe infrastructure coming where you are and hey, building me life you watching moje. How is it going to be like? Like would you know would offer you government and implemented it. No implement la dog.
Me on infrastructure me building the way it is going to work. We were trying to have the digital address system for all workers, all people in Ghana.
Okay.
And then through that Ghana card.
Bank will be a visit at Jagoma.
Okay. And then secondly, you use your Ghana card and the rest in the registration.
Yeah. Can you remember as a driver day, like a Tollbooth verify my following my helpful.
Doko a dog abaleko e-gate learner. Yen talk blunyade concerning e-gate. Majiba ma bie sebe e-gate when you or glole airport be ba mi aye mo fuwa a do me gba. Is the e-gate working?
Adoma.
The e-gate is working.
Okay.
Then the e-gate adoma. Then it means that through this could also work. That is how you have a card. You present it outside.
I present in a car.
No, normally outside. They will give you a card like ID card. Tane benya do Tollbooth abokwa. Identify because your biodata, everything, the payment that no war, reflect then you just move. That is how it is. Yes, so can change now more plan of your because as soon as you quick and cut you have made your payment already. Identify your card, identify your payment aqua. Mia do call for Fugano. A segoma, rather than
feel coming by your convert call washroom my day. Fimaka coming out more Galima.
Oh, who said so? Nya must nyadeka concerning that but amadebo ko the father call the washroom plan of your ne otan fine a few blea at otan namanya. I will be very happy because yeah, must say me have a road minister.
YouTube
YouTube. Well, I'll find out after here because yeah, must say nyadeka concerning that me have a road minister. What abe Tollbooth your come here blade that you do nearly you convert get into what bath houses etc. No war over you see it's up to them. Walk we nam. I do work quicker confirm le fia na makbo. So ale akami woga if implementation ema mi jagomele airport to ojado goma. So that is how it is. It's as simple as that. Nyai ko blomi lenye wa auto over you woga. We need to push them to do it. But nowhere it will generate a lot of revenue for this country. As a government, the delay of it, so they should hurry up with it. It will add up as an additional revenue in the country, which will lead to what? A lot of development. As a government, because already a day after wow, Boblomba, you have a doga in order to pay workers in Ghana, or they've even started already. So if they could implement this, Don't you think that it will help us? It will be a means of generating revenue. However, the road maintenance and the rest, but Gaya Uzana, Kona road maintenance plan of Yawa, that money could be channeled into other things.
Okay.
So that is it.
Abandoned. Abandoned.
But I could not do the mark boss here. Send it to me. Let me see.
I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you.
It's very important.
myjoyonline.com, February 8, 2022, 9:30 a.m. Abandoned tollbooths to be converted into washrooms. Road Minister. The roads minister, Kwesi Amwako Atta, has revealed that processes are underway to convert abandoned tollbooths into washrooms in various parts of the country. According to the minister, the move is to ensure the cessation of the practice whereby commuters and drivers ease themselves by the roadside. The minister made this revelation after officials of the National Road Safety Authority appealed to the ministry to remove the various tollbooths if government has no alternative use for them. If you are the paragraph continues. This is myjoyonline.com. So that should tell you, but ugly. Get a global they must you are doing global.
For me, then you must you.
Okay.
So if never ugly, is liable to whatever that he says.
Okay.
That's right.
I testify. You know, huh? Little guy. I testify. You know, I testify. If they had converted them to science, maybe police checkpoint. Hello. I feel up for me, not a benefit, but didn't know.
Let go. I feel laughing the model. Yeah.
I do want here.
I feel for me to level the model.
Any example, myself, but none level. I see me see level like police checkpoint. Hello, over washroom. As I go, I'm go to the depot. Hello, Nanoku, Wako, and Ashika, I know God, Havana join you, but the other Shinchiku, no Magbaja. I said, you may damage you because. A guy use alcohol to the point always says a wasteful resource. Tao didn't know even I know convert it to something like over washroom and go to the bar, no door, police issue, no academy. Tab for mistake.
I got William Baglana.
A Tollbooth upon your brother, when you must you, Emma, who got the dollar screen. Aba you must you must blame go. I knew you were a secludum where so I enter your decision.
Okay.
Like Nicho, that was I think 25th of January. Alaba Miapa Road Minister no City FM. Alaba not details. Anaminyaba the processes concerning this the final bidding stage. Alaba up to 2 stages already. Up to procurement stages or 2 stages already. That up to final bidding stage. That lepa nyangwa amafiabe it is a new system altogether. Lepa nyang ya City FM City TV. I'm your new system altogether. Okay. That anami nyaba just January this year 2025. 2026. Channel 1 TV. You blonyala. But so far they will do. See this thing manya Ghana per decision on you. ECOWAS saying number all the people in the ECOWAS sub-region, they should make sure that tollbooths are maganya physical structure. When you digitalize yes, modernized one. So it is something from ECOWAS. They are doing it across. So far you 2 stage so at the final bidding stage, you don't operator, so you select operator. So they will be working in collaboration with the Interior Ministry, the Communication Ministry, and the Road and Transport Ministry. So when your brother you lay infrastructure, digital infrastructure, they should just continue. I don't know what he's talking about.
Okay. Agora minute bla aton ima foje to gane jale be mark misite ka fero kuma voka fomo na dem mia fa ajerero here. If this NDC is doing well in the name of Promise 30, why is his party wanting to come to power again? I pity for him. Original Galamsey from Kliko Aflao. Upon original Galamsey there, a text message at the Ndoyalo or Trefa. Why are you wasting your time to ask questions of that MPP man? Is every driver having a smartphone to download the app the allies, they decide to destroy Ghana from Julius Eche inside second locus. According to Julius, the over text message at here, but NDC promised to bring back Tollbooth within 3 days. What happened 1 year and over? NDC Blagana to original Galamsey. According to the text message at that, well, I'm going to send text message at 0555270062 at the time. But the number ya jomia Facebook for message recovery o kamia shikomia aho phone line al gomama here but if we cannot implement the laws in Ghana, then we shall continue to go backward. Paul Boha Agbaga according to the text message at here but Kwashigbe Gabi, congratulations according to James Fuga here but we were in this country when they wake up one morning and cancel the Tollbooth, and they are here saying what they need to stop disgracing the good people of Hedrana. My greetings to William Jatabu Vasco. For text message to Facebook for Akbaji Laguma Miko Wajamia Hakpateo Fena Mikumia Apple phone line at 05489 248 agada Manami Alebe, your producer of my own is 2 minutes. Name you discuss state of Vikatamaja Gomocho, promised Jimia, aqua topic at Tonlia. Security, okay, Bagba Jam, allo, no po Galamsey, Clever Nyawoma for Recadem Chuntio. Nyefe MP, ne Afaja to South Bemia, Anya, a doma. I would promise like a ponya.
Yo, for little Gabby. Mia po Galamsey po nya ba Marekana imagine mia quick off for plus susu ya ko bona Galamsey po nya otai minister do tron gbola jukoyam bo ya po gbowo okusikare monu toaji tane yo amado tron mogba jididu aga koga atrain amado blue water guard so Naimo so Aflao equipment so New York was a fight illegal miners so I called New York dash you know if you are gonna jam aluminum of December some of these Naimo over the car on this illegal miners so when you know you cannot them you got to ta enya wa America mi manya ejima khona senye bona nya jidu dollar never compromise New York now. For example, no ujewanyama protect phone ya. Enyama protect phone mo da si one of Dennis assistant regional no gagana phone ama. Yo la maji wa hatuno no anyama le dom. Tiny nine alo security officer can fail bona ya act on Galamsey it should be removed. It's not anything ikejama globana monya for the new. Not only this security officer so. Mr. report to bon to do mo fiado plamado fiamado mata hatu no alo le jukoba sabata ya la bade bo de sera sabla mi okatana adwe tade be evidence liba fiola involve DCO MCO MPO amaka government appointees so hon le involve le Galamsey po nu yo mokware jidudu na chitro alento pamu alo amu ko nya le involve ko no la mo kata not only the security personnel you get a ground ala bagara mo mi se wana bana ameyo ina rete pa doa ntu amoto wachi na tredo nti ana avu plan mo yawo jidudu po dollar olo america jidudu po set dem agbana opla evu no bo wa fight illegal miners you no ve don to do ma kan to moto ho apara mo nti to the extent that me wa no sisi do fa agbata that is about time bana maybe to them one madam security personnel or ma did you not act on behalf of these people I fight no close but the next time we go to mama bubu alo as your horena no tita it shouldn't be only the security personnel it should be general amade keko obono fight illegal miners yo ya madeva avon kwa me yo kwa no deal flow together with this security personnel look at our bana ya po tovu me pa nyigbon atogbo na me bia
agba imam
kwa honorable Frank Afri nye MP na afaja to start egbo yan ya bo yan TV officers who officials who feel bo you are ya wo de chu Galamsey shika kure maji jano nyawo na bofu blaster no blaster bofu ye oji do agadona agareka agavagaton oya spell Ghana corner me do a substitute. That's why we have substitution in football. Now my you want atmo, they are negligence on their duty, they are not acting, they lack their responsibility to act, meaning they are corrupt. I said, go on, no call chuno, no power, you are mandated, you are being enforced everything to work, and then you are not work. You can work diligently, and then you are not doing that, meaning you are corrupt. Maybe another point is clear corruption, it's not what do you call it? Allegation. As for example, here, o dano no gbofia na shimya na lemon amu ase mu ala pomo. You da as a little gabana or within 1 hour. You may tell shimwa, may tell one. I feel when you do. What do that feel me honor sense never or die. I say go on. No, o damia police so soldier na mo so afia all the farm shama le farm you may tell do mu. Even in the government they say what? There's a Galamsey. Then a government am to fight now. A Galamsey. You know government recommend issue a state of emergency because their owns are there, their indigenous are there. I get it. So that's why they couldn't fight this because when you want their financier, amu nana gao ko campaign or campaign kaka duja. Avabo amabe doya few who want you bina yaro few to the to the I no ga ko duja avabo ma a few po gala the panaglania tell you kata is a dealing daily something but amia nyo gba amia is a new person last year ko ya 2024 you duji ta ma yi yonya na ha gara mu vire yi na apo yi anya obo da magana agbogo mokpobo Galamsey soja police politician afiao wa ko Galamsey wa ko da hon ta fighting needs become problematic asogoma na damare ajibi atojo amareja ama aja golojo ajibi atojo ya ma ba ko petrol shishiranchi fa toro jogbare nke jojoga abibi ga kaba ta mu kata le o dare fuma wonu wodo wa ko nka Galamsey wa ko wa ku ta they cannot fight Galamsey ta ibanya ogro is a call if you anya ogro to maji go yoga ni woni bananya furufu alabo along the line ayo fiaroba afia National House of Chief yejibano no afoji ebe ayo kako kafo setutu belekele kaba yimpo kafla down o mo le potela ba o setutu nto ba abate yin yo jejon la chantiri yin mu jejon ba kafu because ne do atante bana o setutu na art ba ayo kafu ma yimse edoyo ababa police commander so because they are not doing their work and then they are not effective, they are not accountable to their tasks with enforcement. If you are no duty being a police commander, you can carry out the basic responsibility of checking those involved in the Galamsey. Our laws are optional. They are constant.
Little Gabi, miapa so tapakwe monola honorable Franca Free MP for Aflao South. Yepa kola edisi order. Alaba ma de ma jive vieba ma a limit yepa kola de security caposo de jo. Nukata banya glondo. Galamsey for issue a localized issue nya. Togo a mocho na other places so even Togo, China to have our own like communities so gaka. It is a localized issue. And in those communities who are we have MC plus DCU. Iko no na the security meeting. Iko chair na security meeting so you always chairman of the municipal or district security council. But when you go dissect alo music. Tananya ba MP go glomba no the security capo yo fi yo le. Ika Galamsey pa nyo ga fi ho don le no the order ma kwek pedang ba even the MCs and DCU should be removed. Any constituency, any place at all. Eke Galamsey pe nyo do mo vavamu MC lefma, DC lefma, they should be removed. Once unuma wo kwa anybody who occupies that seat will not compromise. And this is very important. Yepa caller, I support it 100%. Kaka, it shouldn't be limited to only the security because they give them commands. Order Nagbanoba, something is going on somewhere. Go and do it. The same people don't have more retreat. There were allegations. Remember, there was an order from the MC or order from above, but you should whatever you have seized, release them to the owners. Mr. Numovai. Tanu ikana leva vienye ba ameyone nyamiapo nutomo nyamiapo nutomo de dinono nyaoji pola ikenya DC ple MCO ikenya metropolitan chief executive so ikeolia. They should measure them by Galamsey, especially the Galamsey Pantoma. No measure them by the progress of the fight against Galamsey. Fiko kwa progress arekema jim lokwa. They should remove them, replace them with somebody. Nanya wo dia madera da they have an inability to fight Galamsey and you are going there. You should know what you should do. Tamal accept people caller because this Galamsey thing has been a thorn in our flesh for a very long time now. And it should be tackled from the roots. And I believe, but roots area, district, community, you can know, even the assembly members should be involved. The assembly members, yes, their government, they are people elected to work. They should be involved. They should even, there should be a framework. I love assemblyman by Ikema Doma, when they go to assembly, they should sanction him.
Okay.
So, no Galamsey issue or any localized issue. If we are blaming the MP, yeah, the MP has a responsibility. The president has a responsibility. The minister has a responsibility. Kakama yona le ton toa wawenye MC plus assembly members so wawe de ragbana security capuso. Tanenya security capuso mo nua nui to mo. They need to ask questions the security chairman, security council chairman, can MC plus this so that all of you no call but the call and if this call can be heeded too, I believe we will go somewhere.
Akwe Dennis.
Akwe makaraji bango beda ofungede nya kumajiba magblonya we Galamsey issue ya manya agboja gomo ye manya agboja gomo wa government comes government goes on ha o play over role kakia nwi pomye valefia anya jijo number. We should hold this seriously. That's why a member of parliament agbogulombe security si o kana le involve na Galamsey awanya wa ka won to member of parliament odi do me le involve are they above the law because me serve some MPs ado o Galamsey won some DCs ado won ye party chairman won before individuals so won Kadu hiabo wa single out just security services you could involve. And we need a holistic approach. That's why we must act. But we are just dilly-dallying around with this Galamsey issue. And then we may take time more. A chomia, a bonang blangamion talk blamia view. And moreover, Ika Galamsey and Hajojoma. Most of even a gold hour. They smuggle them out. Ika revenue ako jaba miak po ami makpomu. Sago manama. Tanyanya iko glomalenya ba. We must be serious in dealing with this issue. Let's take partisan attitude out of this. From stakeholders, your katana le community mama. Kwa ajaba wa make sure ba they are serious to fight this. And more also, Mionto as even the indigenes of the area, we must be a little bit patriotic because we know Jojomenya the afi ogoji kanu mo Jojomlea normally okpokpombe there is more in gold than even in farming because untonya ne fodoya rukodafu nama ne magledem yo nyebe na ma produce even yemakpo buyer no waflio ozuba ngmana no gbonye kaka gblan magava gbanga na makwina maro kokan ko Galamsey ko akoga na mbonwa enwa. So those are the so government must also play its role by the farming communities yoka no more jojomlea. The people are farmers no produce they utemple na wa. What is causing them to sell the lands to these Galamseyers? Are their produce being purchased and the rest, etc.? Are they making the needed revenue? Ike weber woman we are anyik bontragena mauba wa onuka wa Galamsey because even I'm surprised but at the back of a police station let the padu ha Galamsey eji mafma and Nichole Joy FM Joy News but even on some campuses Galamsey Eji that akpobe enwantoa is a big problem that nyonto abama de kana ajebe no serious to fight this security so ajebo awonuka they should be serious and fight this the DCs, the assemblymen, whoever that is involved in that community or lives in that community ajebo one no serious to fight this because Galamsey fanu glanfwe wa even the revenue you could get out of it because ayo jojo go me fear them this is fear have very soon them may take time the world market to even be banning us from export of what these cocoa etc labor who feel cyanide and mercury and the rest are in our cocoa and the rest and moreover the VOG mole and our rivers a few mikpona miapa and laula duna those things are entering so it might take time very soon to be a disaster so we should just get serious and then
I'm going to love my for breaking news nyave president in the morning so manana nyave no UNHO phone could like slavery and a crime but odre mia no view mia for Africa kata o draw klotomo no reparation no alabe wo gugbo a compensate to le goma make what that college egba da ko alabe in favor of that people o da ko voting result in favor 123 against 3 alabe am yo ko majibe yo aglo yes or no ike yana abstention or 52 ike fe in this case you have a president for Nyaya ko the UN ekpojirudu ike reparation are not prepared for all African countries so I'm alofare ka blavo for autant e d'accord in favor de enyama 054 8924 878 054 8924 878 hello where's Uncle Graf number yonche
no my daughter oh the man there can you go
akpa for him
no my dog man I'm not going to my baby so Brian Jatabu madam I see you d'accord for the former president Labour Dallas unya mayoka no tani do Dallas nyamba ko to na awo akodi bibile difia happy wata wanti bi lady dem ya kana todia amonya o kone nyo kana tomi odombo le former president Claude ro photo modwa okay wanti bi lady ma la bo avala ba yo vatia edani islam doji that wanti bi lady ya nyo kana tomi ko dem ma ko that my lady ma be daka afi pina de Tollbooth da nyamba americana nyamasi dokuma mlani kaka mna kama fonko zuba obe Tollbooth maga domu oh ikebe maule bwa ku parliament ye nyo gana vi on yasta akobo hunga no didade ye ben pere bom nyo pere kaka ibura ma wo mo kaka wo na don banemi ba wa mu fota de so to production akadation to production ma doko ba ku opposite nemi ela bo we nyamo yo amoshi dollar piova Tollbooth mo kude amene ni dogbenda so mi lebo ya ti don na kana to ba mi ba ko Tollbooth amoyo ka don le fmo ka ton ti apo mo fia ta ke de ai afi wa de Tollbooth da na munya le ko pe ba na na traffic dona gbogbo la moadia do le ba digital one yo bo akovia wa de to ma fi ade yada ye na mi bana MPP ya do ko stona ko awon ko dai na ba mi ba opposition na le bo no opposition 50 years
agbano for you ma agbe hello me ku is Uncle Graf na me yonche
wa de delire kaji
agbe
madugba na mi akata la fima na san ku shile tuja madugba
yo
madam Tollbooth banyama anya na mblan nya le bebebe Tollbooth na da be na mi adana to take nenye be Dukora na kufa do kuta omia be David Gato ye ba nyawi de Tollbooth ara onya be voice sene Ghana to Banagano, pressure tane. And this is the Haji Boloja, no Tollbooth, and Susu Katani Dilaru. What to the Tami Dilaru? Jojo Mahama Broner, Ghana, Tobin, Troboy, Tollbooth, we are devoting your voice. Alabe, acquire monogamo, and I copy the home of Yamola back, all the pasta. I am a Vatican at the Pukuna Ghana, Tabalaka, and Akufa, Milk, Brevity. You got Ghana told you. Ni over there, over there, the Bobo Shada, I got the Pukuna Ghana to Punya, David Gatoga, Chima, at the Dumbuan, I did Yamakao, what can young Vigo? What can young Vigo? A lot of food in the Bawonia Canato, that's Catafla, Chase, Bosandre, that's the Manatana, that's the coming to Yogi, you come and never ow. I'm a neighbor hour, never better. We are going to Caramania to Majoa, never did that. That's a Bosandre, never to Catai, to Manapolo. I keep people to Manapolo. That's what Tono to do. Not when a man and very. Blabber in your mind, you got a panaponi.
Hello.
Yeah, that is.
America is Uncle Graf Namionche.
Yeah, original Galamsey, I took the call. I've got to know though.
My way.
That's like some of the 2 young Dubani. Daddy, I probably, I just see Tomata Bunabari, near Ghana Tori, Yapo Sula Blura. I won't go anywhere, Yoko Tollbooth. I never knew name at the door for my mouth. Let's go to the paper. If you can't want to open the and this is Mala, Bonia body. Now, no born, I want to go blabber like them, but that is woman at the now. Number one. I said, and yet, when you go very, and this is Tomala, Crowd, Rogi, Dometu, Comotor, you put a family walker. As you found I know a more than you, when I Tollbooth, no that you got, no see two body, the Tollbooth, Malafada, Morogaso. Thank you so much.
Akpe, hello. Hello. Uncle Clive never young children.
I'm quite a mic, my own to the affair.
Akpe for my commercial uncle.
You know, you're a doggy.
My way.
I think you are.
Miracle.
Look, my neighbor, never to work for me via Antitoa. You may have a look one you can atop Casa, the knee, a guy, the little, I don't the minimum, Bella. You cannot make one year. You never know, yes, sir. And the parliament. You hold on. You put order somebody, somebody get the parliament, I look at the Molemo. I'm and order. But no cancel to put, no close down. I little gap, Malako with a Togo boy.
Miracle for my license.
Aha, that's what we have to go. Only cook for a Togo man. Don't put to the car, go to form a store. Let me send that. Go to form a store. Let me send that. You call the whole call to a assembly. Get to get the store. Could you go? Let me the could you go the same thing. I can get neither they are also for Tollbooth or who got by India, Loma by India. He could not have a very large talking about you. All you have all never former road minister, after all you have all the month. I told you got home. Geneva, bye bye.
Bye. Hello.
Gabi the Great.
For we sent you down.
I promised Imam Musa, Katabu, Afunia Dennis, Gatova Kido, and Dokuchia. Gabi. Akpenu Bali, the Gigi Bernard, the Yamatuma. Alaba, me have a brother more, Honorable Petit, Honorable Ademelio Tagbano, Honorable Americama, some more in our region. Now we will support God Yoki. Takema or Kadibi Agavako Matubu, Amuna Potiku, Numa project. And then get talk with talk with Lentiama. That might have you. Domo Ndokutu Emerson, for that Dennis Capo, Bunko, for Gromba, a Fiacatana or Miam, no,
Ghana bank yona lidon alum vivi jina nya tatao o ga vivi chona mo ko de dare jinowa o tete gabi over 9 billion you are kona do akona ba yo mepo over 21 billion ko ba banko batona mo ya ta do ba ka o chia kuma mo te ba ku ito ya mo taka ha pete ani bia peto fia ikaba bia mo ma no abani a Kristo to la Ghana na atigi ni abobo to abunye deni diba yo ga kona ara pa no ara ya no tabi mo mblani to a pantia ko tenenga ya obo dida Dennis do bonami ba ada pa ya amatu mo pe ko wa ya yo le power no ka tente ba no adani no no ne brother ale bi ba ko jenya enya mana go te ne mo ga ko ga ba o mo ga de ga ba station ara kazo
aba ba ga ade
apatia propatia nyama do jana go apatia
baba ga
ponka
aba ga la
ona mi nya de lo we na dia yu gogo to ga ha mu de dia
magro nyama ode lo ko ba yo support company manye gi ho kreka ko na hale Ghana ota mati bloga be wo wona so ahayo no so hele manye gi ahayo no so hele mu ma hi gaga manye gi ho to na ha ota ta ode
o ba yo ko ka de denta anya ko lo gbara na ma e lo pa de nya ka ba ko to ko na ma ba ida to bu te jire emanya nka mpi bitong denya oba minister ka ko efo gbara ndi kana kwa yekobo yoko tobu o gona mi be yile bia yoko ko ga on chanwu ta komo pota ni upantia o je boda da nwa ponwo mo la onwo mpi bito o di amada ta fonya SK $9 no go kokura di ta pe ni ta palu mo do gbona mi to apa
yo hello
good evening
even me ko zo go graph na me yonche
apa mosquito tobo zo peja ko
akpa
ko juma ma nya po analysis era nya ba asio ye na plus go dilio de donc su ye su go dia vous na ba ya te vous ma te vous ko na ko to abi to ju ye nya bi to ko nya ya ala ba to bu tala nya si mi ba yo go na ko digita on vi mi ma wo ko mi ba gba to bu ta stop e kwa ije mi yo mi ba gbọ̀ngbọ̀n bẹ nkata dùtò àmọ́ kò àmọ́ tó kúta kọ gbọ̀n ló nyù jí nà gánà lọ àrùn gbẹ̀gbẹ̀ jí mọ́ ni ẹ jẹ́ bọ́ mi yẹ dẹ́yẹ sí hàn bẹ́rẹ̀ yíyé tó kúta ó stop pay kọ tó gbogbo tọ̀ pátátọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ gbà ẹ jẹ́ wọ́n rò gbọ̀ gà àtọ̀ sóńtì àti gbọ̀ tọ̀gbọ̀ ìdáná ó já kùtìyà rà nyàmá gbọ̀ àbẹ́kẹ́ ló lò jùlọ yóò náà ẹ jẹ́ wọn gbọ̀ bá ọmọ gà gbà dẹ́ ọ̀fẹ́ sẹ́ jìjì lẹ́mi màdé bá mu do tiari no ba no ba se do ni abaka ro mo mi no ni te ye si o ko ti ba kwa le ko o ba ju ko re mo ni o de ba bia accountability le yi ya ma ba je ba o konta mo ni o we ta no go over de da ma ba nya ba ji mo ko fara un ala ko le da ni o le ba ji
you know how mosquito hello good evening
good evening little gabe
me ko ko graph na me yonche
eke mi ole doji apo ajawo dare kajichu agbakofa
agbafonya
adogbana Mr Dennis Gatologbo ba yinwu madam nyama kwetu tobutu ba apaji lita gabi awo mblanyi na nto ba NDC to was the tobutu e wo campaign against me lita gabi no nyaba marazana na against you. But tobu samala body do NPP to ba dida na yo truck body yo iga to tobu scope ye o zan ma ko nyeji yo ma truck bere ngo nya ba mala ba nya dango
mera kuma bielo 2016 na me o campaign be ma hamala incompetent ta na be drama ngogba yimwa
listen gabi
fonya
no nyaba ni wo campaign ba mahamala incompetent when you wo projure no nyaba ma bia ma de nyomi sego ma ko dada onyani wo ye nyaba ni wo ko dada ye ni ro ti to
mi o fo dada ba mahamala incompetent
Oh, but nobody. And this is always Nana Ghanaian, so Nanya me will that I need a Tollbooth to that.
Okay.
Fine. You summer, you dark on no trouble. You sir, you dark on no royal body or to Tollbooth Abbey. You got here for a couple of way at Tollbooth Amagomo. But when you're young, when every young Marian go, and you are. Little Gabby.
Jago.
Yes, you put Jago. No, never knew anyone but blame you. You go Umbabro, any war, you said, oh, Umbabro, any or your dark on any.
Go on to have Sago Bangabro, you are.
A little Gabby, yes, or Ango. Yama Bobromedy. You all trouble here up for the couple of way, and Mr. Samaro Bobromba, Tobu tell me, Banner, but I thought trouble boy, Babaga. Hey, Ellen, never, you for the couple of way, I thought of Mama. I can't mamma, you almost have a mucho Tobu town go out. You can't do never Tobu ma. You almost got struck out bill. Kaka, you know, you will compare against me. You're by Jeddy. You're by Jeddy, the element yet among nobody. I lay a whole brother to my joy, I lay old brother Ghanaian, so yeah. No to Tobu talk, but no. Then I'm more coquidina. Am I either a Galamsey Pagiri? Yamaga, you are no Galamsey Vanya yourself. Alabama, Mr. Summer, never to Plola. One last year to honor Ibrahim Mahama. Yea, a whole bank here, woman. No, never present, yet I don't believe in a soft guarantee. Ye are me a Jorah Yoma, yea, and a vice, you always be a soft guarantee.
Ajara.
Yes, Mr. Gabi.
Maraku Ibrahim Mahama, engineer onya, company onya, oho concession license lo show do manya Galamsey or Mulo.
Lances low, she was the one, fine matter government lances low.
And lances la macheka zu small scale low, large scale low, nana mine, Maganya Galamsey ode.
Lances LSU don't remain a man in war, I ever told more Kumulo. I love for Nel Galamsey, where Tomo Kukure Majeji, Bakra Makure Jejevo, Totoleme. Master Onyamalo. Tade Marakuma Bona, the Yamale Tomobo Mahama Coava, and Novia Bagbamala Novia Vugbama de Manana Yinaji. I draw. Akbe. Emma Bob nobody. Bye bye. Hello. Hello.
Little Gavi.
Maraku is on Cocra from Yonche.
I'm never dodgy. Cataporia.
Okay, Catapor.
Macomo Bana promised to my way back Bajan. Where Imam Musa, Potena Jatabu, and Babajan Madentos. Little Gavi, Toku de Mana, Yanovi, Achigrini, Abobo, Toll, Tubut, Bunyarasha, Yanya, the Voto, I want to Yanton, Maga, Region, Kenya. A brother Dennis background quick and you can have your girl Kayama.
Dennis our brother. Dennis our brother.
For you, time I tell you your brother fan.
I am a dog when you are dog when I'm a book at a dog when for.
I think I probably am all the time. I take the dog and I'm almost doing at the Ghana view. I must take the dog. Okay, you'll put Dennis dog here.
I hope better.
Always the Tobuta menu. If you never be a talk Tobuta boy, and never versus the Novia, yes, for the Kakla fire, because road minister, I mean, end of this year, no liner up Tobuta Mokboadi. Happy one of the Western for the Kaonatia, Yapuraka, go show Aflao. Achi apumusia aloba o no do ka ton ti apo via nya bo
adabo magu gba correction ya omaga gbogbo fi ba fa o gbogbo amato hill ta global amato hill se marakuku.
Okay, akpere do mata momo ti o ti apo mo omaga do mo imo nwa yenye do mo o pona o so pro vi ka ko ti apo mo. If you have brother, Dennis Gava for Bana Yamaji, Kayo, Divya Grona Gana, put a couple of fuck there. You can be reversed me about Chiguta. Can you mi o ya popo ya mi to ko nyere nko jibi agronomy a mi o mo do ka flam mi o mo do akro Ghana ju ko afiola no na mi gbogbo video la
Agbe. Hello. Hello.
Dani.
Where go is Uncle Graf no me onche?
O akolo ni okoni e ka so kiko.
Agbe fokoni.
Mo ko fe do gbe nya kata sa woji. E wo do gbe na fun ya ti so papa de lido. Nya ma nti mama di fagumashi papa mam lo kata so. Adi ti to lido wata to boat. Anya ru kujo tu to ko sabo ku ni foko ko wata to boat ga dogo. Isi o mi o to ido wa o ta ni ni do ro. Ni minister nti o bobo kaka for ka magbako to boat ko ta re ju lo. Isi o wa to ko ma seli ko wa se ya ha wata lo jagbata o gabula dupe o mo nyo gabula dupe o yo ko ka se ba da ye o mo nyo o gabula dupe se je o se ba ko o ka se ma da re gabu no to mo o gula dupe o mo ka no na no wa re ja ba no go ba re kala ka tutu mo nya wa du dara ga o ka ba no mo la mo ka ba o mi na na mo ya se be gure mo to mo ka o mi na na ela se o foko agbo wa ta to buta ye dra na mo jiro ta e po na mo bota no ja go je go mo ka ka ta mo no go ba tan ka ba ta mo mo ya bo ti ka se go go dari ke ala cho ko ta mo ji se o ye mo ko ko ga ta ro si ye ta sa mo ka ta da do mu wa ba ro ko la se ga ga to mo ga na jina no ya fo mo aporo to ga
agbenu ma ha mo susu to hello
Hello.
Mekun ko Graf na me yoncho.
Christian Chorembo.
Disco pa ya weso.
Yo, maraku bado brashi manyango pere boto kata.
Agbe.
Maraku kulenya ba ambi mitowe to boot fanya hanvia ka mistake.
Okay.
Anya yo banami hasi ba ko shi ha to promule longo nyabra. Bili ubako ako kata kwe yeji ozoro alabo di opoko kotongu toko kotokumo yo projero ka bananya ba janyire ono nka gomobo oku anu poro kujinyo masa maro meke jirare halagati ajwa
Megu
o magano na mi ko no gano dibana do na mi o
Megu yo
asia
Megu yo
marabari big push ba do mola ye ma so de mo ji chori awo ana ko do ba ba to mo ba yire ka mi ba da ka o da so ka ba ga ga na vo ba go mo fiao
ape
mo to do mo fine avo do mo fine asimo nyangu asimo mo no so ba cho asimo ko ga ra fa ba mi asimo pe ya from free arun free
agbono disco pa ya gamale mitama agboro fi ala mia aponya tama jago chocho aba promise tete
so let's go my agbono for to do love na for some time now no nyate for to no 2028 am ga mana aga ba kwa ta galo na ndisi o jagwa do Ghana Union Movement je alabana me untefo no fi ajizi ta come 2028 awa don Ghana Union Movement je akwa
agba Dennis
akpere mun popo ya taru kuma jibe man na turu lo na nya be na company ya de over agbaduma that doesn't mean that company mata no viable. So banking sector clean up issue banking sector clean up issue a different ko will give us the salary issue
akpe
so
imam akpe
yoruba kokoro tinje for idea follower Galamsey amoyo le don ko won le police station so school campus so police won proto no jibi awon ko no total overhaul na mo kata ko so ejukwa won egbo ya ba chi ononyo avoid credibility and stuff
akpe
yo ma da kwana toji no lo kata on to ma da kwana bana khonda fama ma da kwana nya ko paneliso ta ma gbono ba MPP to boat pa nya a backfire many wo jeba wa gbonye because we in NDC will not take a moral lesson from a brother ma da kwana toji no lo kata nko nya William nya tefa jatabu akpe
agba nya so ngo nya litiga be fie mi ase gba fe Volta Connect pour mododo la manojeni do ha chikple do maga sam ku se voko ku imano ya ofia consistency wenya mekene ekpasede mtinyama ayide city na modrogova nyapo na susu anu agino.
But whatever it is